Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode. Oh, sorry, hang on. I gotta readjust my mic, so it might be loud. Episode of Dungeons and
Okay.
Destinies. Oh, god damn it, now I have to restart.
Fucking kidding.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of Dungeons and Destinies. Before I continue, I'd like to ask all of my players to say hi.
Hello.
Sorry, Cole.
You're okay. Flavabot, you didn't say fucking hi, you stupid fucking bitch. I love you.
This is an abusive relationship.
Anyway, moving on. I have a couple disclaimers before we begin. Firstly, all the music and ambiance you're going to hear in tonight's episode was made by the wonderful Michael Gelfi. Check him out on YouTube and Spotify, along with his partner Philip Melvin. That's MICHAELGHELFI. Check them out, they're great composers and fantastic and do some epic stuff. Next, all the character art you see on screen is made by the wonderful Alice, the player for Magnus. Chances are you're checking out this from either of her channels, either Twitch or YouTube, so make sure to give those a follow because she's hilarious and really good at what she does. Also, all the maps and tables you see on screen are made by me using free assets such as FA Mapmaking. FA Mapmaking stands for Forgotten Adventures. They are great, they have a ton of free assets for making tabletop roleplay maps, so check them out and pay the money. You can buy tokens, maps, pre-made maps entirely. It's pretty cool. You don't have to, though. Lastly, we have a TikTok. Check out Dungeon and Destinies, that's DUNGEON, ANDDESTINIES, and give us a follow. I'm glad I'm so encapturing that everyone is on their phones or computer while I'm saying this.
That
Thanks,
is
guys.
not true.
Now, would anyone like to say anything before we start?
I'm
Okay,
looking
you have
at
an
my
excuse.
camera right now. Yeah, I do have an excuse. That's fair.
Is that a pumpkin?
Hang on, it's a little jack-o'-lantern mug.
He's cute.
With that, welcome back to the arrow-slinging, gun-tussling, pig-ruffling world of Aracretia. Last we left off, our players had finally made it to the city of Yawthorn. Yee-Hawthorn, for those that are not natives. In the Statum of Solili, in the Empire of Lenerol. Within the city, they entered, they saw that there was quite a few things to look at, to gander, to goose. The first and foremost being Goldtest, the outer city, the outer ring of the city. As the city is comprised of three main rings, Goldtest, Midring, and Centrum. Heavily stratified, the outside of the city looked, at first, to be very poor and squalid in nature. But as they approached, Bo noticed that the entryway to get to the next portion of the city, into Midring, not Centrum, looked to be kind of chipper, much better looking. Bo then decided to take them after they departed from the King and Kelsey as they headed towards Centrum to go and meet with those that they would be staying with in the Inner Sanctum. They decided to split off and head towards Bo's old house and family's old house, wherein they quickly found that Bo's family no longer lived there. After being told that they lived inside Midring, they headed towards there and found the first of the three major walls. Large 70-foot high stone wall with a glass ring and as a kind of a top cap, with gondolas going from the bottom of the wall up to the top. These gondolas were driven by large giant boars, and once they paid the passage fee of, I believe it was 2 gold per person, they made it up and down to the other side into Midring. Midring at this time is a much more vibrant and colorful place from Goldtest, of like the squalid shanty town of pieced together buildings that look to have been there for hundreds of years. Midring is a place of vibrant life and just culture, as the roofs and colors of the buildings are all different in nature. Many people circumvent, which I guess is technically correct, because it is a circle of a city, and circle throughout the inner city. As they arrived here, Bo decided to talk to a local man to ask where his brother might be, as he had heard that he was a new politician. His brother, Jareth, thank you. His brother Jareth was now a politician and working under a group for the table under the seat of one of the table members. The table members being, of course, one of the 13 members of the government of Solili. Moving on. They soon got to Bo's family's new house, where once he approached and knocked, Jareth met him at the door and hit him in the face. And they had a shouting match and caused quite a stir, as Bo had left for 3 years, basically abandoned his family, and now showed up without a word. After the shouting match, his mother came out and invited them all in, where they had a nice little chat about what's been going on, until Bo basically told her that he had a granddaughter and she was currently in the Emberhide's new tower. At that, we had Aether and Daenerys both leave, as Aether began to talk to Daenerys about something that she had uncovered, and kind of this way a way that she found for magic to be more than what it was. An arrow quickly darted out of an alleyway nearby and embedded itself in between their faces in the doorway. Upon the arrow was placed a note that said, "Bo Ironbelt, the king awaits you," I believe, or something to that effect. The king wants to meet. The king wants to talk. Thank you. And at that's where we left off. So, that's where we'll pick up. If you'll give me just a brief moment. Gotta go to cities and towns, and then go to city. So, Daenerys, you are currently standing face to face with your mother. Is it playing music? It is.
Yes.
As an arrow goes into the door, and you read the note that says, "Bo Ironbelt, the king wants to talk." Aether kind of goes and takes a step back away from the danger and quickly starts looking around as you watch as her hand goes to her enlarging javelin, as she makes a sign with her hand and creates a ward, basically a magical wall between you and whatever is firing at you.
I will also pull out my javelin.
Okay, what would you like to do? Oh my god, I forgot my fucking dice again, gang.
Good shame.
I mean, you are dressed kind of like a modern Fred.
What does that mean? Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Can I look for the perpetrator who shot the
Yeah,
arrow?
why don't you roll a perception check for me? And your mother, I almost said wife, your mother's gonna do the same. Guys, I saw 2 lesbian couples in the wild today. Can I just put that out there?
2 lesbian couples in the wild.
I was just really hyped about that.
In the
Cool,
wild.
man.
We love an ally.
While Tan is like searching for the perpetrator, Bo, I'm assuming hearing the crossbow bolt or arrow or whatever, is gonna immediately like run out, open the door. Tan, what
So
was that?
you definitely hear like a very soft like from the other room, but remember there's a doorway and a wall between you and the entryway in which you came from.
You don't fully hear the sound of the arrow.
Yeah, it's more just like a soft thud against the door.
Okay, my mistake. Tan, what was that?
I got a 23.
Oh, a 23. So using your incredible perception, did I forget to say how to say incredible? Yes. All right, I was looking at your character sheet. My bad. All right, I'm stalling for time as it loads, okay?
We can.
So, with your perception of a 23, you look around and you see by just kind of calculating from the angle of where the arrow is landing at, you see that there's a general darkened alleyway about 40 feet across the wide street. But you don't see anybody as the crowd bustles through. Nobody really seems to have noticed an arrow flying through the air.
I'm gonna hand Bo the note and then wild shape into a flame hawk and investigate.
Oh shit, okay.
Good work.
Is there anything you want your mom to do, or she can act on her own?
I guess I'll notify Aether. I'll be like, I'm gonna go see. I'll be back.
Be careful. And she will, she'll take down the ward and look at you, Bo, and say, well, she'll just look at you, Bo, and say, well, what does it say?
The king wants to talk. Where's Daenerys, where are you going?
So, Daenerys, as you kind of polymorph into this fucking flame hawk and into the air, what are the rest of you doing? Magnus, Rue, and Lothric, you are still currently in the room. This really really densely decorated room of kind of couches and chairs and tables. There's a lot of decorations. It's very kind of Western style. There's like horseshoes and a whole bunch of shit. If there was like a place for a rifle, there would be a rifle.
Magnus is probably
like a old
looking at the
crossbow.
walls and like just
Yeah, there's a
taking
lot
in the
of shit
trinkets.
here.
He's letting Bo handle that, but
Okay. So as you guys are looking around, so how long have y'all known my Bo?
almost a year. About. Has it been? It's been almost a year.
I thought it's been like 6 months.
There's
Well,
only 8 months in a year.
For you and I, it's been a year
For me, it's
or so.
For me,
So you guys met, would have been...
So Bo, me and Lothric traveled together for either 3 or 6
You,
months.
Lothric, and Bo have known each other. You traveled for 3 months there. It's been 2 months here, so it's been 5 months.
Okay.
So you guys would have met just at the end of, or at the start of spring in Cecil.
Okay. Yeah, almost a year in 3 months, so...
so mine's a little bit different. How long had they known each other before they met up with me?
3 months.
3
Was
months.
it 3? 3? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. You've been traveling with them for 2.
Okay. I knew them a little bit less time, about 3 months or so, but, it's been very nice. He's been very nice to us, so.
Well, that's good to hear. I do hope he's kept up his manners that I taught him.
We'll say for the most part. Still, still pretty rough and tumble at times, but he's a good man.
Well, that's how he's always been. I have one of his old books that he would write in. If you want to take a look at that.
Yes, please.
Bo like
Oh?
Bo like like the hairs on the back of his neck.
It's like
stand
a
up.
spider sense.
There's a disturbance in
Hold
the
fuck
force.
on. Wait,
I would love to
guys,
see
Tan is
them.
gone.
Daenerys is
Sorry?
always gone.
Okay.
Is she not going for a fly or something?
She is, but
What do you
we're
mean,
told
like-
to stick together? Tan
You can't-
flew off.
Bo, you can't just say that Tan is gone. We're gonna think that she was kidnapped.
Okay, I'm sorry. Daenerys flew away because someone shot an arrow into my mama's front door.
You should have led.
Why
with
didn't you
that.
open up with that?
He's gonna get
I'm
up.
gonna like stand up.
It's like hands on
Alright,
knees, hands up. Like, why didn't you lead with that?
Lothric. Lothric,
What are you doing?
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Annihilate.
What are you doing? Does not compute. I'm probably sitting on one of the couches and drinking from my thermos. Just listening to the conversation.
Okay. Did you hear the whole thing about Daenerys being gone?
I did.
Okay, just want to make sure. So with that, we're going to go over to Daenerys. Daenerys, as you kind of take to the air, and these small cobbled streets fall below you, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go in the general direction that the arrow came in and look for anyone with like a crossbow or a bow.
Okay, sounds good. As you kind of swoop into the air, below you kind of lies this sprawling cityscape of nothing but tiled roofs of different colors, chimneys pumping out smoke at different intervals. And as you follow this tightly knit corridor of alleyways and kind of almost like a mouse in a maze begin to follow through it with your fucking wings, I guess, as you're flying, why don't you give me another perception check? Or investigation, if you want.
I get advantage on it, so
You do?
yeah, it's Slim Hawk.
Oh, shit. I had no idea.
Fuck.
14 plus 4.
18? I'm gonna roll something. Oh no, my dice fell. Oh, we'll use the number one. Okay. Yeah, you don't really see anybody in the alleyways as you're kind of just flying through.
I'm not gonna go super far, but I'm just gonna like continue flying back and forth and maybe like perch on one of the roofs to observe.
Okay, yeah, 100%. So as time passes, we're going to go back to the rest of the party. What are y'all doing?
I guess I'll kind of like question Bo. They just an arrow? They shot an arrow for no reason? Were they
Yeah.
trying to kill Daenerys or Aether?
It wasn't a
No, I
they
don't
shot
think
it
that's-
perfectly between them.
Yes, it very narrowly missed us, but it had a note attached.
Yeah, that's never
No,
good.
Bo?
Yeah, it says that the king wants to talk.
To us?
Like Oslo, or is there a king
don't
of
know.
Yoth?
Why would Oslo send an arrow as a message? That doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense at
That's
all.
what I'm saying,
Oslo's
it's
not
not
really the
Oslo.
aggressive.
And he's also in Centrum currently, so
Bo, why don't you roll a history check for me?
is there a king of Yeehawthorne? Is it Yosef Sam?
Bam, vomit!
Cole, does this have anything to do with Fafina and Den?
No, this has to do with your own history.
10.
Oh.
I'll give you advantage, because it's literally about your history, so.
Thank you. 16.
16! So, as you begin to process what's going on, you look at Jareth as he's standing there, still kind of silent, and you meet his eyes, and you both have the realization at the same time. As you begin to remember the time, for about the year as a kid when you worked for the Thieves Guild, you remembered hushed whispers of there being this character that people would call the king, this title that would be passed down to the best thief, who would then begin to run the Thieves Guild. And as you meet Jareth's eyes, you watch as he goes from like this deadpan, angry expression at you to like one of almost worry.
Oh, that's not good.
The king?
Aether,
Who?
Aether, I don't mean to order you around, but Please make sure Tan gets back safe.
Oh, well, I'm sure she's doing well. I can go check, though. And she kind of picks up
Please.
a little bit and steps out as she picks up her robe.
Thank you.
So, what are we doing? Are we going to the king, Oslo? Or...
I don't think this is
No,
Oslo.
this ain't
Please tell
that
me
kind of king.
what the fuck is going on. Please
We're gonna
tell
go
me.
inside. We're gonna go back inside the house for this. Bo just walks back in.
Okay. You were already in the house, but okay.
Oh, I thought I was kind of like standing like in between the. It's
No,
fine,
we
yeah.
were inside.
Bo just closes the door, and as he watches like Aether fly off.
She walks out, and you close the door. As that's happening, Daenerys, why don't you give me a... Actually, you don't even need to. As you perch up on one of the windowsills, or one of the... what are those
Roofs?
called? Roofs!
Gutters?
Thank you! It's the thing on top of the building.
It was the...
Our DM, ladies and gentlemen.
It's...
I have never claimed I was smart. I want that to be known. So as you perch up, kind of inside this maze of alleyways, you wait a bit, maybe a couple minutes before you do begin to see a small cloaked figure kind of moving within the shadows of the alleyway. He's not well concealed because he's not trying to be, but you do see him putting away a crossbow into a satchel that he's slinging over his shoulder as he walks through.
Oh,
Lion just fucking pounce on him.
what I can do.
Scare the shit out of him.
die in the process.
Oh my god, please don't, actually.
I'm gonna... I don't know how this is gonna go. We'll see.
Okay, I like those. I like the words that just left your mouth.
Oh, fuck.
Giant
Can I
dog
cast
from the-
spells when I'm in wild shape?
No, you... Can you? Give me just a second.
He's second guessing himself.
I don't know.
Dual charge.
Fucking... Can you?
I don't know.
I know you can't, but you have the staff.
Exactly.
And I don't remember what the staff does. Do you have a card for the staff? Did I give you a card for that?
I think you gave me like a description.
Give me just a bit of a second as I try to find that.
Magnus is
Control
probably
F.
like
This is for the...
over
That's
the
what I'm doing right now.
shoulder,
Or is it a different thing?
like trying to read the notes.
It's a different thing. It's like a staff. It's a staff. It's a staff.
Potion?
It's a stick. Does stick things. Not safety stick things. Who remember safety stick? Then turned into
I
safety
wish I
pencil.
could forget safety stick.
In peace, safety stick.
Rest in peace is safety stick.
Yeah.
Like you do. I did give you the staff, right? That did happen. I'm not making that up.
Yeah, I received it, but I see nothing about it in our messages.
I literally can't find it. Oh God, no! It pulled up the Christmas section. No. Okay.
Good times.
There was a staff in the Christmas section?
Yeah.
Oh, ew.
I think it was like a time dial thing. It was a key.
Yeah,
With a button
probably.
on it.
Stop talking about it.
Yeah,
The polar express.
Alec, what you know about the
We
redacted episode?
We could have pile drived a lesbian couple.
Well, okay, so I have a... What? What the fuck did you just say to me?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna pretend that we're not gonna. I'm just gonna
Only
pretend
for
that
the
didn't happen.
reaction.
Cole.
Moving on. That was... Oh.
Delightful.
So I have
I
a
guess I'm
pan
gonna
flute of
drink tonight.
speaking here. You know, I don't think that you have that staff. I think I gave you a pan flute that does sort of the same thing,
It was a
but
pan
only
flute
if you're
that
able to
lets her
blow
speak in
into it.
Aarakocran while she's in wild.
Yeah, so I don't think that the staff you have can do that. Because I don't think I gave you a staff, to be honest.
Well, instead
that-
of doing what I was gonna do, I'll just follow him in flame bug form for a minute. Just
Okay.
kind of see where he's going.
So he's definitely, as you follow him, he's taking a lot of strange routes. Like, he knows where he's going. It's very evident. He's not, like, second-guessing himself or muttering. But he's definitely, like, walking, and as he's walking, he's, like, picking up certain things along the way and putting them into his bag, almost like he left a trail for himself to know how to get back. And very soon he kind of goes from this maze-like alleyway and back onto the main streets into the crowds as he begins to disappear.
Well, I presume I lose him at that point.
You can keep trying to follow him if you want to, but you're pretty far from the rest of the party now.
About how far would you say?
At least 2 miles.
I'll take note of the general direction, and then...
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. With that, we're going to go back to Bo and the rest of you. As you're all inside, Bo steps in, Aether steps out. Yep, you may continue as you wish.
I'm gonna have Lothric pull up Magnus's journal and continue reading.
All right.
Casually.
You're probably past the demon fight by now. You've probably gotten to the return, almost to the pirate ships. To the zombie ship.
So he's past
So-
the point of him being possessed.
Yes, he knows he's possessed now.
You see Lothric shoot up and drop the journal. Holy shit, what the fuck? Did you guys know that I was
welcome back to the
possessed?
present.
Yeah.
That's old news.
Yeah, a little bit.
And you guys haven't told me this whole time.
We've kind of been trying to.
I haven't. I was waiting for you to get to that part.
I guess you gain
How long
I
inspiration.
think it's a really good plot point. I think it's a very good, like, plot twist.
How long is...
Sorry?
Month,
You cut out.
maybe like a week.
I've been possessed for a week.
Mm. But what is that?
It's been almost a month. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
I don't know what time it
Of
is.
what they're saying, okay? Damn
It's
shit.
Almost a month.
It's been.
Yeah,
been
it's
a good while.
since we just about left Spectre Isle, wasn't it?
Well, yeah,
Mhm.
it happened on Spectre Island.
What is a possession?
It's like when you
See-
have
God.
another person inside of you, but not in the way
Oh
that you
my
think. It's
goodness!
strange.
Not in a-
we
not-
know.
Not
in
like
a-
that,
Not like
Mama.
that.
Not.
Well, it sure does sound uncouth.
It's
It's
more dangerous than that. It's like, say if a
You're telling me they didn't use no protections?
no,
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 Mom,
he's
Mama,
not
that's
pregnant.
No.
Lothric, you're pregnant?
Mama, it's like a It's like a ghost. It's like a ghost
Yeah,
took
like
over
if a
his
ghost
body.
takes over your body or your mind. That's
Oh, I
kind
better
of
go get some Underdark Sage. I'll be right back. And she kind of gets up and steps into
Who
the
kind
kitchen.
of like perks up at this. She's like, "What the fuck is Underdark Sage?"
Lothric, we'll talk about this later. Daenerys is missing right now. Meet up with
And-
me, and I'll run you through that bit.
Had
Okay,
Aether go after
fine.
her. But the king.
Who?
What's
Elaborate.
the king? What's the king?
Stop stuttering.
Oh, hey DM, have I gotten a response back from Arnulf?
Oh, fuck, I forgot! What did you say to him?
I
Even
sent
on my
it to
drive
you in
home, I
DM.
was like, oh, damn, you slid
Give
in
me
my
a
DMs? Fuck.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'll find it. Hang on.
Even on my drive back, I was like, fuck, I gotta respond to him with Arnulf.
Damn it, gotta text Lothric back.
Okay.
Sending it to you. There you go.
All right. So yeah, you definitely hear like a. All right. Please take care. Continue watching the king. Don't let him do anything drastic. Yawthorn politics always upsets him. And that's it.
Oh shit. We left him alone in the one town. God damn it.
Bo, you and your fucking
I'm-
family drama.
So at that, I'm gonna
Just
relay
don't
that
have
to
a
the rest of
family
the
anymore.
party.
You don't get family drama.
Cole's a rabbit. So
What?
Lothric relays the message, you said?
Yeah, basically like, hey guys, hey guys.
It's me, the devil.
He doesn't sound that rough. Yeah,
Bible.
makes him sound 50. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Sounds like
I think he
Beetlejuice.
sounds a little bit more like Eeyore.
Arnulf?
Hey guys.
Beetlejuice?
Arnulf is 73. What are you talking about?
No, I thought you were imitating Lothric.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
Well, Lothric-
So we need to go
Lothric
find
relays that to everybody.
the king, different from your king, I'm assuming. Are you gonna tell us what the fuck that's about, or are you just gonna keep being slack-jawed? And
The king is the king of thieves. Jareth
thank you.
pronounces.
Answers.
shit.
Finally, why the fuck do you know the king of thieves? And what does he want with you?
We used to be in the Thieves Guild. I told you this. I
didn't
used
know
to be
you
in the
made
Thieves
it
Guild.
big in the thieves guild.
I didn't make it big in the Thieves Guild. I did some work for them.
Big enough to know
Okay.
the king or the
Does
king.
this
Okay,
mean that we're
If you
in
did some work for them, why in the Nine Hills are they trying to contact you? And why are you bringing this into Mama's house?
Yeah, I feel like we
I'm
should
not
talk
trying
about
to bring
that.
This into Mama's house. This just happened.
I feel like we
God,
should-
I do not miss my sibling quabble. You so
I don't. I don't know. I don't
I'm
know.
just fine.
okay, Bo. Let's think. Let's think here. Let's take a deep breath. If the King of Thieves knew that you were here, what would he want with you? Have you double-crossed him in some way?
Do you owe him money?
Oh. You know,
Is there anything that you think would put us or you in danger?
no. All I did was work for them to make ends meet. I didn't take any loans out from their sharks. I didn't. Wait. Don't know what a shark is. I didn't take any
Insight
loans from their.
check.
Okay, roll an insight check.
Yes.
You can roll an.
What?
Roll your insight check. Just roll it, buddy. It's okay.
roll it.
You're good, buddy. You're good. You're okay.
Ignore it.
Bo, roll a deception or persuasion, please.
Like the whole time, Lothric
I rolled
is
a
giving
2 for
some
persuasion.
serious side eye.
You rolled a what?
I rolled a 2 for persuasion.
So, Lothric, yeah, he didn't take anything. He's just really upset right now.
Okay.
No, I didn't take any loans. I didn't steal from them. I didn't do anything.
Then we should go. See what he wants.
I don't want to meet a king of thieves.
Would you rather go to the Ember Hides at the moment?
No,
Fair point.
not right now.
Now, as a man that works in the political field here, going to the Ember Hides would be societal suicide.
Noted.
Well, that's
Also,
I'm not doing that until I.
please elaborate because none of us are from here. I think I've been here like.
Ember Hides are fire genasi like you. They came here about a couple hundred years ago. Our Paul told us stories. They slaughtered and enslaved the hill dwarves that lived here. and they built Yawthorn. They're the ones that own this entire piece of land, and overall, they're widely hated by the entire city. The only reason they're still in power here is because they have enough money to keep running it. Like my mom said to you, Mangoes?
Magnus.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name. Magnus, my mistake.
That's alright.
Apart from the Otimadius family, they're the second and probably the most powerful Fire Genasi family in the Empire. And like the Otimadius family, they are widely hated by most of those that are under their rule.
Yeah, that's prevalent. How are they still in power besides, like, being rich and dangerous?
They have enough.
They have an army.
Well,
Yeah,
besides
exactly. They
that,
have.
like,
Is
do
that
they-
not enough for you?
Well, do they have good political views? Are they, like, nice to people?
No,
Assuming
they
not.
keep
They're,
slaves.
they're like a dictatorship.
Sorry, I'm currently thinking of many ways to try and overthrow them. I think it could be.
I
a
don't
good
think
idea for you to-
we are going to be able to
No.
waltz up and
Not
just
by any
overthrow
means.
this
It's
family
just a
that's been
hypo-
settled
it's just
here
a
for
hypothetical
ages.
like thought. It's just a flying thought. Breathe. I'm not planning world domination.
Don't let words like that fall out of your mouth outside of this building.
Oh no, not at all. That'd be
Please.
stupid. But hypothetically,
Jareth burps.
Thanks, Cole.
yep.
Uh, yeah, you can't waltz up to them. But
And you're wanting to.
Word is on the street, though, that their new daughter, Amelia, is trying to change things around.
Okay.
Up and comer or something.
New daughter?
New daughter, yeah, she married in, but her husband that she married to, I guess, died, and now she's trying to take the reins of. She's laying claim, as I've heard, she's laying claim to being the next in line for the proverbial throne, if you will,
Like of
fuck
your.
life.
of Yawthorn. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No, not just Yawthorn, the entire mountainside of Solili.
Oh. What's her last name? What's her house?
The-
It would be Emberhide.
It's
Well,
Emberhide. She
before.
married into the Emberhide family.
I don't know that. I'm sorry.
What was the last name before that?
No, he's just.
Like I just said, I do not know. Bo, your friends are dumber than pig shit. I'm sorry.
Ouch.
I'm the one who usually gets that. Anyways, the king. I would like to go speak to the king. Make sure that none of this is going to blow out here. I can try and take care of my daughter later, unfortunately, but this might have some inside, and this might have some possible good turnings out. So,
Why? Like.
You know what? It might be good for me as well.
or you're more welcome to come with.
I'm not coming with you, no. But
What can it do?
you know, if I have a
for you?
connection to the King of Thieves,
Could be good for your
Okay,
politics.
fair. I'll get you as much information as you need, or as I can get.
Alice,
What?
speak more into your freaking mic. We can't hear you.
No. Is that better?
Much better,
Yes.
thank you.
Cool.
So, with that, Daenerys, as you sit atop the... Sorry, she just went like that. It made me laugh. You are sitting atop the roof. As you begin to head back, you see your mother flying in the air in her person form. I want to say bird form, but
Person form.
she's always a bird.
Bird.
Original?
Original form, thank you. Frieza in his original form.
hate
Sorry.
you.
In her original form, as she's kind of like flying, you see her carrying her javelin, and she seems to be looking for you until she sees you sitting on the roof. As you begin to head back, what would you like to do?
If she's like changing trajectory towards me, I'll probably like fly up into the air and kind of match her speed, or a
Okay.
little bit slower so that I can kind of fly next to her.
Okay, she joins next to you. She says, "So, did you find anything?"
I'm up my mark right now, so I just go.
Oh, very well. I mean, that is very intuitive. So, I have nothing to say. Could you turn back?
You have your 10, Aaron. You have your pan flute that lets you speak Aarakocran.
Oh,
wild
true.
shape.
Yeah, you can speak Aarakocran.
So Daenerys remembers, and then she starts speaking Aarakocran instead.
Oh, all right. Sure. So did you find anything?
So I followed a suspicious man. He was putting away a crossbow, and he seemed to have a knowing pathway through the city, but I kind of lost him in the crowd once he made it to the main streets again. But he was headed in the direction we were coming from.
At the very least, we now know that it's one. They have deep, intricate knowledge of the city. They are a very good shot, and they're very good at remaining hidden, as well as disappearing. So, I'd say we're probably dealing with a thief. She's gonna roll an intelligence check really quick. Probably one that's been trained to do specifically this. I'd probably say if there's some sort of guild for thieves here, it would be that.
Absolutely. I'm not sure if there's international laws, but I presume this is some sort of violation aiming at royalty.
Yes, but considering that this is a most likely controlled thing via the government, there's really nothing we can do.
That's true.
Other than ask the people of Yarthorn to try and get it under control. I said that right? It's Yarthorn, not Yehawthorn.
Honestly, I don't know, but I like the later one.
The later, you like Yehawthorn?
Yes, this
Oh,
one's
I do-
lovely.
I agree. I think it's a much better name than Yarthorn, as Bo calls it.
Great. It's got some emphasis on the Y,
Emphasis
which is
on the-
uncommon.
Yes, I agree. It really brings out the emphasis of the goblin languages here. It's quite spectacular, the culture that's built in.
The posh
It's
I
quite
feel like I'm getting
fantastic.
called out for my shitty city name.
The posh birds talking about Yehawthorn mid-air. I think I need it on a t-shirt.
Yeah, actually, in reality, they're screaming over howling fucking wind.
Yeah. Like, the people below
Have
them
you
just hear,
ever
like,
heard of Hawthorne?
Yeah,
They
the
just hear
people
eagle
below them
screams.
hear like fucking eagle screams. Yeah.
Like, the hell's going on?
But soon enough, you two land right back outside. Guys, I bought a new backgammon set to make into a dice tray. So anyway,
I'm so proud of
I'm just very excited.
That was
wow.
Box for just trinkets.
It's got like actual leather and like cloth. I only just saw it. It's really nice. Yeah, I got it for $4.
Hell yeah!
It's like from the 60s. Anyway, you two land in front of the lovely timber-framed stone house that is in the small yard of the timber-framed house that is
The Ember High
oh god,
Residence.
what's your mother's name?
Medrith.
Medrith Ironbelt's house.
right? And they're all inside, right?
Yes, they are all inside.
I'll just land on Aether's shoulder.
Okay, Aether will go in as you continue to talk about the various things about how Ye Hawthorne could be better.
Like, they start walking in, you guys just hear.
Yeah, you guys hear a lot of like whistling and like and chittering and shit. A couple of eagle screams
Oh, hi, 10.
here and there.
Okay, you guys are okay. Less worried about
Daenerys is back.
we
I'm
just
not
hear
Daenerys,
bird
I'm Aether.
noises. No, Daenerys is on her shoulder.
Oh,
Oh yes, she is.
any particular reason why she's more
everything-
bird than usual?
Is Daenerys ever more
Dude, you're
bird than
fucking
usual?
more than meets the eye, motherfucker. You're a transformer.
Transformer!
Brew the Transformer!
More than usual.
God damn it.
Daenerys just like hops off Aether's shoulder and just starts hopping around the room.
So she says, "Yes, she was on recon, reconnaissance,
Yeah.
and she found some rather damning evidence. We believe that it's connected to a thieves' guild here in the city."
That's
Yeah.
Perfect.
We've
Thank you.
heard.
Good,
Great.
Good job.
Are we
So
actually going to
like-
the Thieves Guild? I feel like that's
If we don't,
I don't-
answer,
really.
I don't want Bo to go alone, and if there's no bad blood, then I can't imagine why we shouldn't. Maybe it's just a simple little heard you were in the city, wanted to say
I would
hello, how
like
you
to
doing, how's the
remind
wife? Oh,
everyone.
sorry.
I would like to remind everyone, we are matrons. We don't need to be going to a thieves guild. Fuck, I can't.
You see the Daenerys bird like
Like nodding.
Yeah, like
Okay.
a bird nod.
Thank you, 10.
here's the thing though. We don't answer them. What do you think's gonna happen?
Sorry, I'm a bit confused. That's the bird that was here before? How
It's-
did they get smaller?
Yeah,
It's like magic,
Magic.
stuff.
It's really
magic.
cool. Daenerys, can you unshape?
Wait, like
Unbird. Can you
like
unbird
druid
yourself?
magics?
Ooh,
Don't
no,
say-
not
don't
like
say
druid
that.
magics. She drinks a
Unbird.
and becomes
Roll a
small
deception
and
check,
then
Magnus.
fire. 17 flat. Hang on.
Okay, he's gonna roll a fucking insight.
Okay.
Where is my dice for Jareth? There it is.
24. No, wrong. 22.
Now he's a politician, so he's good at.
At picking out
lies.
lies.
You got a 22?
I got a 17 plus 6. I don't know what math is.
That's a 23.
Oh.
23.
I'm.
He also got a 23.
Yo, so we're both just like.
Yeah, so he's looking at you like, and you see like this glaze kind of come over his eyes, like he knows he's being lied to for a second. And then he's like, "All right, well, can she turn back?"
Yeah,
Daenerys,
she
you
can.
turn back.
If she wants to.
Would you like
He'll
to?
turn
or-
back.
Okay.
She just poof.
Hi,
Poof, in a
Ben.
fucking explosion of feathers.
Ta-da!
Oh, that is violent.
Please don't punch the bird. You will be committing a felony.
What is that?
She's a princess? of
Whatever.
Arathia?
You're a princess?
Yes.
Oh.
Indeed.
Thieves Guild, people.
I don't want to go to the Thieves Guild! I want to
We're
go
We're
back
going
on
to the
Honor
thieves.
Guild.
We're
They're
going
gonna stop if we
to
don't
the
go.
thieves guild. We're going.
No.
What does the one reading the book say?
Lothric, tiebreaker!
My opinion on this
Matters.
is if we do go. Well, of course my opinion matters. But if we go, we have to be extremely fucking careful.
Mhm.
Like Magnus said, we're matrons. And we cannot be seen causing issues within
No.
that.
Of course, but I feel like our other option is to go to the Ember Hides, which I don't know if that'll be necessarily great either.
Again,
Also-
societal suicide.
Also not an
Exactly.
Yeah,
option.
we're gonna get fucking killed.
Let's
And I also agree with
let's
that.
let's us matrons go to kill ourselves. That'll look
I
good
mean,
for
you
King
could
Oslo.
always do neither.
Yeah,
Thank
I was
you.
going to say the same. Why do we have to go
Gareth,
to
if
either
we-
one?
There's no
Jareth,
reason
if
to.
we don't answer them, what do you think is gonna happen?
What's the worst that could happen? They send somebody after us? How many people have been sent after us?
They would kill us.
I fucking died
They
last
would
week.
kill us.
Yes. Or I died 3 weeks ago?
No, I mean they would kill me and Mom.
Oh, that's fair.
Which ain't happening. So we're gonna go talk to him.
Fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm telling Oslo.
I
though.
think that we might want to have a vote on this for the people that don't want to get involved
We
and
just
the people
did.
that do.
We just
You-
did.
You
People
just
who
did
don't want to come with
Actually, hold up.
have to.
What we could do if you really, really, really don't want to go, you could go check in with Oslo and Kelsey.
And leave you idiots alone to deal with the Societal Thieves
Wait.
Guild King?
Oslo?
No.
That's the one y'all are traveling
God
with?
damn it. Rude?
No,
You're traveling with the king
have
of Liverpool?
no,
Jareth,
no.
Jareth,
Sorry,
Jareth.
we're traveling with Oslo is spelled with an A. It's
Stop.
spelled with an
Real
A,
quick.
not an O.
Real quick. Just stop.
It's already too late. You already slipped up. And Lothric's gonna look at Jareth. We weren't supposed to say that, but some people can't keep their lips shut. So this conversation does
Be
not
nice.
leave this house. Is that understood? And
Conversation was
he
never gonna
addresses
leave the
that to
house.
everybody, not just Jareth.
Yeah, we know.
Lothric, we know.
We're there. This is how this works. Okay.
That's
You
why.
There's your answer, Mom.
She's not in the room.
For your
There's your answer, Jareth.
mom.
She's getting her Underdark Siege.
Where do we even find this
Oops.
King of Thieves
Oh,
Guild?
and
We really need to.
In my personal opinion, Bo, I don't see it fit for royalty to be involved in your previous criminal activities. And I'm sorry.
I was. No, I'm not expecting.
I think we should go.
Oh my god.
Well,
Sorry, what?
But mom.
Well,
I think
it's.
we could really make some work on the Ye Hawthorne.
I
Oh,
do
God.
like the idea of making the Ye Hawthorne more socially acceptable, but it does sound rather exciting to meet a new king. I mean, besides,
No.
Daenerys, if it doesn't work out, we can always just leave.
Yeah.
Why is she turning southern? Daenerys, if it doesn't work out, we can always just leave.
Aether, that's not. I really think that you two in particular need to go see.
I'm going. That's final.
Oh. You got told to go fuck
Aye, aye.
yourself.
Okay. And are you coming with or not?
What?
Are you coming
You
with us?
Coming with us.
You said? I thought you said Aaron, and I was like, who the hell is that?
I said.
Aaron, are you
And are
cheating
you
on
coming
me?
with or not?
I've been if mother's going, or whatever.
Oh.
Not the whatever.
Whenever we will go at sundown. Whenever we do go, I will
At
continue
sundown?
Talking.
It's
Sundown's when the patrols are going to be out. Go now. It's the hive of the shopping fest. You'll be able to get through undetected.
All right.
he's
Well.
right.
Thank you, Jareth. I go.
Make sure you put in a good word for me.
Of course. I'm not gonna leave you high and dry again. And Bo walks. I'm assuming into like wherever the back room is, where his mom is.
Y'all
going.
might want to. Well, do
we
you think
want-
y'all should dress up?
No. Have they gotten fancier since I left?
Well, I don't know. I never worked with them.
Okay. Wait, how did he know about the king? Never mind.
Because you worked for them, Bo.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Thank you all for your patience. I'm gonna go talk to my mom for 2 seconds. Mama!
So you step into the kitchen, and as you step into the kitchen, you see that like all the drawers are open. Your mom's hair's all ruffled as she's digging through cabinets, trying to find this strange herb she was talking about. Oh, I know it's here somewhere. Just a second, 1 second. And as she continues to dig, she's going to roll an investigation check. No,
Mama, you usually
it must
put
be in
that
the
stuff
other
under-
cupboard.
in the... Yeah.
So she backs out from that one, and she goes to the other cupboard right next to her, right next to the flat top cook. She opens it, and she's gonna roll an investigation check. Oh, here it is! And she pulls out this old stick. And she says, "All right, well, this is you know, it's real good for ghosts. Here, if you burn it around him, it should help quite a bit."
We will... I'll take that, Mama. We'll take that into consideration.
Okay, please do, please.
We
You
will.
know, my mama always said that it works real well for darkness and creatures of that kind, so it should be good.
That sounds about right. I'm gonna, like, after I take, like, the sage from her and, like, put it in my pack or whatever, I'm gonna, like gently, like, grab, like, hold her hands and just be like, Mama, we're gonna go out for a little bit.
Praise
Okay.
We will be
Jesus!
back. We will
Oh,
be back.
all right. Be careful. While you're out, would you mind picking up some like, you know, like a couple of eggs or something to cook with? I don't have enough food to cook for all of you.
Yes, Mama. I will pick up stuff for breakfast. I got you.
Well, bring stuff for dinner too if you're going to be back in time.
Okay.
Here, do you need any money? I think Jareth gave me a couple of
is
coins
that-
earlier.
No, Mama, no. We'll be fine. We'll go get the stuff. We'll go talk to who we need to talk to. I love you. Be back.
All right, I love you. Please be safe, though.
I'm gonna hold out my pinky. I promise.
So she takes your wrist and just gives you a big fucking hug, and kind of into your chest, she says, "I really missed you."
Missed you too. We'll give her a big old bear hug and then start walking out.
Okay.
Okay, come on.
So, Jareth, is there anything like specific you want us to tell the king about you? Like any
Well, I
political
mean,
skills?
Just like, oh, shoot,
like, give
I
us a
don't
good
have a
list.
copy of my resume. I work for the people. I know the king works for the people. I'm trying to get most of the people out of Gold Test and into Mid-Ring. That way, there's no longer this divide of poor and semi-poor.
Okay. Got
It's
it.
not a bad idea.
Cool.
Really smart.
Thank you. I've been working on it for a really long time.
I can tell.
It's a good thing. Keep writing that
Very
board.
good. Yeah.
Are we leaving now then?
Yes, we need to in case guards follow. So.
Okay.
Come on, and I open.
The door.
Thanks, Cole. That was
Bo
a much better sound
makes
effect.
that noise as he's opening the door.
As he opens the fucking door.
Oh.
Bo, quit doing that.
I'm not doing anything. Come on, quit making jokes.
He's weird still. He hasn't changed.
Glad to see that. So, you all exit onto the city street. It's about midday, around probably 1 p.m. We're going to go to a different sound now, not just indoors. I'm going to hit the stop button, then go back to cities and towns and press the city button.
So do we want like cloaks? Or do we just go in normal garb? Lothric's gonna draw a lot of attention.
I have a cloak if we need to wear one.
like one whole collective will all just tuck under it? Like, don't
Oh, I
think
think that would be a bit suspicious.
I think that would be strange.
More
Yeah.
than anything, I'm more worried about about not me and Lothric. I'm worried about not me and Lothric because yes, he is going to gather a lot of attention. I had similar
I think-
stuff. I don't know.
Pardon me, but Lothric, I think you would look rather dashing in a cloak. You know, with the armor, it could be like sort of a mysterious look, and I think that it would really fetch for you.
Well, if you got one that I can wear, then
Lothric,
Fine.
don't you have that
What we
like
could do-
tattered one behind you? I'm gonna go behind Lothric and like
This is so sweet. I
look
love
for
this.
his old cloak that he fucking has.
Yeah, he does. In
He
his
does have
pack, he does have a
old-ass-
really tattered cloak that he was wearing.
Look, you can use this one.
I guess I'll put that one on over the armor.
Look at you. You
We
look
could
so...
stop. Is there a marketplace here in the middle ring? We could go and take a look and find
Yeah.
just some cloaks. I also need to look for some.
You
Other
all have
stuff.
cloaks, by the way.
Oh.
It's like a very common thing to have.
Yeah.
Daenerys just like only clothing.
We do
Yeah,
still actually...
Daenerys' robe is a cloak.
Yeah.
We do still actually need to go get you gems, Rue. Kind of used your last... the
Yes,
last
in case
one.
things go. Mm-hmm.
Apparently, we need some magical pebbles for me.
I forgot about that. Listen, I panicked. It was the first
Yeah.
thing that came to mind. Let's try to keep the
But why
druidic
pebbles?
stuff- Because in the Empire, druidic practices is bad, and you can imbue magic into stones and rocks and cast the spells that way.
And that's better?
Mm.
It's legal here.
The
Alright.
Empire is a strange place.
I know that, but druidic magic, the fact that it's not accepted still boggles my mind.
It's because of the Emperor.
Unfortunately, it's not a good thing either. Not from our point of view.
Because their view
But-
is the only view. But, digress.
But so, Mama also did ask me to pick up some things. So, what do you say on the way back? We'll pick up the things that my mama wanted to get, so that way we have a little bit of an alibi.
That works.
Okay. So, where are we going then?
I'm gonna.
Follow me.
Yes, where are we going? Oh, alright.
I'm gonna pull my cloak out of my bag and put
And
that
what?
on. Put
Alright,
it on.
sure. I'm gonna make a couple rolls really quick.
Oh, baby.
I think Magnus is gonna take off his, like, pretty white blouse and just do, like, his pants and his undershirt, and he'll just tuck away his blouse, seem less pretty boy.
God, you're such a twink.
I'm twinking, baby! Let me twink in peace!
When the twink is twinking.
Let me twink.
Hashtag let me twink. Let's start it. Here we go.
It's going on a mug. That's going on a mug.
It's going on a t-shirt.
All
on
right.
an undershirt.
So, Bo, where are you headed?
I'm going to.
Yeehaw.
I'm probably gonna head to like one of the pathways that he probably took into like mid ring.
Okay, why don't you roll
Gold test 2 mid ring.
a history check for me? Because there's a couple of avenues that you can go through here.
History +5. 24.
All right, let me pull up my. Holy fuck! Let me pull up my map. You got a 19. Goddamn. So there's a few places you can go through. You're currently in the northern or the. Sorry, started.
I'm in like the
Here.
western
So
part of the.
yeah, you're in the western part of it. So you're probably in Winddyke. You can go through the lower end of Rodyke. Oh no, I just realized. Oh no.
Dykes on bikes, baby!
No. Okay. I can't rename them now. It's too late.
What? What am I missing here?
Don't worry about it. Zoe.
Don't worry about it, Zoe. It's okay. Just look up DYKE as Dyke or DIKE.
I'm.
Oh, I know that word.
Yeah, I named them Windyke DYKE, and I didn't realize.
Paul, you were talking about the lesbians earlier.
Dyke is an offensive term. Anyway, you can go through Rodyke, the southern portion of it. There's also Lowstead, which is kind of the southwest portion of the wall through the alleyways there. There's a few entryways. You also have, you have a connection in Mid-Ring, just because you got such a high roll. You remember a small dwarven man named Grievra Girgros, who used to work at a shop called the Golden Kiss, which was a fence for stolen jewelry in Mid-Ring.
I'm gonna go to that shop.
Alright, so you all begin to walk through, and as you're walking through, you do catch a couple of things really quick. Let me just find those, or type them if I don't have them. Fill the air, say something!
Ah,
So how long
Keep
were
it
you a
from
thief
coin purses
for?
in check, especially whenever we go into the shop.
Oh yeah, Magnus
What
is,
did you like
is, is walking with his hand on his coin purse.
what did you like to steal when you were in the thieves?
Just like gold,
Anything I
jewels.
Did you have a favorite?
We're not talking about this.
Mine's
public.
rings.
Rings was a good one too. Wait, no, hold on.
Hey, they're easy if you know how to do it.
They are easy. That's the problem.
Have you guys
It's just-
stolen anything from
Any-
us?
Oh,
I-
no,
no.
only people that piss me off.
Oh.
Or
But,
when I'm...
no,
or
it
when
was
you
just
need it.
anything I could get my grubby little hands on.
Only your heart. Ah.
And
Kill yourself.
I'm funny, you love me. But seriously, like, how long
Yes, Daenerys, what were
did
you
you
saying?
work for the Thieves Guild?
just
Sorry,
shaking
go ahead.
her head in disbelief.
Tan, I don't know what to tell you. Not all of us are royalty who were rated on hand and foot.
Yes. Well,
Most of my life I
Awesome.
lived on the streets. That's only directed at her. That's so rude.
I'm sorry, but I had to do it.
And
And to
nobody's
answer your
blaming
question,
you for
Magnus.
that.
Yeah. Magnus, to answer your question, it was around 4 or 5 years that I did some sporadic work for them. It was whenever I was small and could fit into spaces that adults couldn't.
Fair. So, if I'm assuming this correctly, the way that Jareth explained it was that the king is like the best thief of thieves, right?
Mm-hmm. He's a guildmaster.
Okay, got it. What are the chances that
There's a
this
He also
strict
mentioned that
hierarchy
he's-
and even... Go ahead.
Did you bite your lip?
I did. He also mentioned that he was of the people. Like, he worked for the people. Is he in good favor with most of everybody?
I'm assuming it's like a. We don't know what Robin Hood is.
Is it better than that? And Bo like points towards the Emberhide Tower.
Yeah, that's fucking
Most of the
ominous.
time, if it's better than that, anyone will bite onto any fishing line like that.
So
I've never been fishing, so I don't
it's
know how that.
it's all right
It-
if you
it-
like quiet.
Okay. If it's better than that, then anyone will be willing to follow it, is what I meant.
Well, so
Ah.
how with the whole guildmaster thing, what are the odds that Cole popped up like a fucking meerkat again? I swear to God.
They did.
What are the chances
did.
that like it's the same guildmaster?
It's not very likely.
Okay, so why would this one want to know anything about you? And how does he know you? Do we have a reputation?
Because
Do you
it
have
was
a
probably
reputation?
I might have what's left of a reputation. I don't know. There's a paper trail. They were very organized people.
I mean, that's always good whenever you're running a guild.
they left a paper trail for thievery.
You think we didn't have our ledgers?
As you say that, as you're walking through the city, you do hear a town crier say a couple things. I couldn't find them, so I had to remake them, but they're all in here, baby, so I know what I'm doing. Anyway.
Pointing towards his dick.
I did not point towards my dick. My head is
Pointing
up
towards
here,
your dick.
Cade.
I watched
Yeah,
it happen.
You hear as a bell rings. Ding, 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 ding. In other news, more information out of Sequestria. Word carries that troops from the Empire have been seen marching across the Great Bridge in response to their pleas for help. Next, the shortage of new smithing is still in effect as more and more forgers die throughout the major cities. However, one man in Nawadu has been quoted as saying he's found a simple solution in, quote, porcupine, turmeric, and cotton. Whether this is true or not has yet to be seen.
Oh, it's cringing.
And as you continue walking through the city, you do hear a couple of whispers here and there of like, oh, did you hear the king of Live Liqueurs in town? I heard his daughter's with him. Apparently she's good for a row. I didn't hear anything about his daughter, but I heard he looked mighty fierce. That kind of thing.
I'm gonna do my best to grip my teeth and continue walking. I don't know.
I'm just gonna kind of like admire the scenery of the fucking city because this is a cool ass city.
As we're
Yeah, so looking around you, there's a very neatly made cobblestone pathway of different sized stones, still immaculately laid in this nice, almost wave-like pattern. On either side of you, on either side of the road, as people of all, not
Species?
not species. There's actually a really defined layer of species here. There's not a lot of elves. There's a lot of dwarves, there's a lot of humans, but there's really no halflings or even gnomes to be seen anywhere, which is really out of character for a large city like this. And as you're walking, these people all are dressed in very fine silks and linens and clothes, and yet they still look to be a bit on the hungry side of the spectrum of economy. And even as you look through the buildings that look to be newly made and painted and beautiful and resplendent, they still have this air of hollow emphasis on money.
No, I can't shake the feeling that your town's very materialistic.
It is. What if you see a homeless person who somehow managed to get the money to get up here? Don't give him any more than a bronze or a copper. I mean,
okay.
What's that?
if you
Bronze?
give them more than a copper, they're gonna get jumped.
Oh.
It's
So he
unfortunate.
just continues walking.
I believe that we could take Ye Hawthorne and make it more of a...
Is that the name? Have I been misunderstanding it this entire
I think so.
No,
I think
no,
so.
They are misunderstanding. No,
No,
she's
it's spelled Ye Hawthorne.
It's not
Ye
how this works.
Hawthorne.
It's a
It
dialect
rolls off
thing.
the tongue.
It's,
It
It
rolls
really
off the
does
tongue
roll
there,
off the
doesn't
tongue.
it?
That's what we've been
Ye
saying.
Hawthorne. I like
Ye
it.
Hawthorne.
I like
Please stop.
So,
Well, we
how
could
you
help
didn't
distribute the
nobody
wealth more a
corrected
bit, of course.
Nobody corrected me when I called
It's
it
Hawthorne.
Why not?
It's pronounced Hawthorne.
In Arathia, we combated poverty many, many years ago.
Yes, we did that by killing all the poors. Of course, I'm only kidding. No, we spread out the wealth of the five main houses.
That would be great if we.
You scared me a little bit.
People in power, and Bo's just gonna like. Are we close to the shop?
Do you know? Please.
Please.
Yes, you are.
Because the more we talk about this,
Alice, I'll let you do that if you can spell it right.
No!
I didn't pick up on your mic, Alice. It picked up on fucking Austin's, and all I heard was no. That was really good. So yeah, you were actually very close to the shop. You fucking copied and pasted it.
I spelled it right.
Yeah, alright. Roll 3 d10s for me, would you? While that's happening, you guys do begin to go through and enter the... Let's see, what part is it in? The Golden Kiss. It is in Norpass. So you go from Windike to Norpass. I have to rename it, I'm sorry.
Please.
Anyway, to Norpass, and eventually you see this kind of like hollow, more abandoned area of Midring. While this place is much more wealthy, it seems that the northern portion of it that sort of goes away from the connecting gondolas to the main massive black glass wall of the Inner Sanctum Centrum, the northern portion of it doesn't have any of these gondolas, therefore it's very empty. Not a lot of people live here. A lot of the buildings are abandoned, or so it would seem. Bo, as you follow along through old passageways, you finally come to an alleyway that you take... Gotcha. That's, in that order, Alice, is the amount of people you affect. Please write that down. The alleyway that you pass through, kind of, in your mind, you go and get to the building, and it's kind of, again... It still sits there. In front of you sits a small stone building, which looks to have been kind of mock painted with a bright yellow color to make it look more like it was made of gold. The bricks themselves are starting to fall apart, and the sign out front that says Golden Kiss has been rotted away through the years. The door seems to have dust covering the very inside of the glass, and the glass panels that would be there for window shopping, while they have items in them, it is dark inside the building, and you don't see anybody inside there. However, this is typically how it looks.
I'm just gonna turn back. Like I said, I will mention, or I will talk to the guy who was ever in charge here.
All right. Would you all mind if I bought a couple of items?
Don't buy them here.
Oh,
Not here.
why not?
Because they're stolen, and that goes against your beliefs.
Oh, it does.
I love
So, me talking. And Bo walks in, and no one.
Are you the only one? Does anybody else follow him in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you open the door, there's a soft ding as a bell rings, and for about 3 to 7 seconds, it feels like this eternity. You look around the shop. There's a lot of like jewelry here, in like corners, on tables, on the shelves, custom made, and there's even like a sales bar that's made of glass that has jewelry in it. As you enter, for this 6 seconds, you notice there's a thick layer of dust on everything but that table, that golden glass case at the front, until you hear a Amarada! And you hear some shuffling and some like glasses clinking together as a man, or a dwarf rather, steps out from what looks to be a small, kind of hinged doorway that leads into a darker area. In front of you is standing a little bit older of a Grievra Geargross. He's wearing boar leather, like chaps, the full fucking 9 yards when it comes to a boar rider.
Short bow walks out.
But yeah, short bow walks out,
Yes!
basically. And he says, "How can I help you?"
Cole, I was gonna ask you this. Because I work at the Thieves Guild, would I know, like, survival phrases of Thieves' Cant?
I'm so fucking glad you asked me, Cade. We're going to go...
2 whispers.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Yep. Bye. I'm fucking. Aether is so funny today. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Aether
I
went
love
from
Aether.
like
Killing me.
sus and creepy as shit to like, okay, fun mom.
She's goofy.
That's
So,
my favorite.
I gotta let you guys
Oh,
know.
that was fast.
As Grievra walks in, they begin talking in a language unknown to you.
Oh,
Now I'm going to go talk to Kate.
okay.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I mean,
I
like,
don't think Daenerys went inside. It's probably still outside.
yeah, I think Magnus would have also stayed outside and is probably just like keeping an eye on things. Like, probably is
Rue's
leaned up
totally in there.
against.
She's like, I wanna see.
So Ten, are you and like your mom doing okay? I noticed when we walked in, you two kind of had a little bit of a spat.
Yes, actually, I went against her will in something I did. and she
Sorry,
was
I
angry about it.
can't hear you. It's going in and out.
Okay.
Come closer.
It's okay. Is this better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better.
It's better. I can hear you now.
It's better. Thank you.
Well, we had a disagreement, but we worked it out, and I'm actually learning quite a bit about her journey to get to where she is.
But everything's like okay.
Yeah, I presume things are fine now.
Okay. You just, seemed a little distraught about it, and I wanted to check in and make sure everything was good.
Yes. Well, when family things happen in my family, it's not good, obviously.
I can see.
I'm
that.
sure, especially with your mother being, gone for however long she was, and then her being back, and then a disagreement. That's
Right.
never fun.
May or may not have accidentally slipped that I found her to my brother, but that's
Oh.
a problem for me later.
That's... Oh shit, I need to tell Cole that you just reminded me of stuff that I have to do. Crap.
What do you have to do?
So I'm paranoid about our meeting that we're going to, since I haven't seen my family, or my siblings more rather, in forever. I'm, a little concerned that it might end up like Bo's meeting with his sibling after how many years, but I was gone for 8, almost 9 now, so that's fun.
Oh.
So thanks, Ten. You reminded me to do that, and I am not prepared
Hold
for
on.
it.
Hold on. Got it.
Alright.
No! Fuck! I forgot. I always forget.
I was
I got
stalling.
both of them.
I stuttered like
Oh,
in the
shit.
middle.
So, as you all are watching them talk in this language unknown to you, it's a lot of like, it's almost pig Latin in a way, but you pick up on a couple words here and there, like steal or skip, probably, yeah, here and there, you pick up on a couple words. As he approaches, Grievra approaches and steps out from around the counter. You watch as Bo takes out the slip of paper with the note on it, and Grievra takes a small silver blade out of his pocket and cuts the note with it as they're talking. And you watch as the blade of the silver, as it cuts through it, begins to rust. He takes his shirt and cleans the blade off before muttering something. They talk a bit more. Grievra says something and walks out.
We go in, do not touch anything.
Can I have a translation of what just happened?
Bo, you're super quiet.
You are
Yeah.
very quiet.
You're very quiet, Kate.
Alright? Whenever we go in, do not touch a single thing.
I'm gonna touch everything.
Magnus, now is not the time for that. Please.
Okay.
How, are we able to levitate? Do they give us levitating shoes?
No.
Can I
How
touch
are we
the
unable to
ground?
touch the floor then?
No.
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 Don't, no. Either do not touch any items. Not that you can touch the floor and the walls and all that. Do not. don't touch the walls either.
Don't touch the
any-
walls.
don't
Well, what
touch
if
any
somebody
walls,
bumps into
don't-
me and I fall into the wall?
Maybe you can walk in the middle and then we won't have to
Purpose.
worry about it.
Yeah,
Oh, I can
don't-
do that.
Don't
Okay.
try to touch the walls.
All right, sounds good.
Like, I'd prefer to stay out. If it's going to be like that.
It's going to be not touching the wall.
Well, if it's just a concern.
I'd hate to leave you out here alone, though. I feel like that's not
Especially
a good solution either.
It's really not. You're gonna get
Nurse
fixed
rolls
all
her
over.
eyes and then just gets behind her mom.
Come on, 10, I know. It's
The
terrible.
attitude? Bitch?
Yes.
Hey!
Did you say that?
No, no.
Okay.
No.
Oh my god.
It's all falling apart.
Mama Aether would have some words.
Dude, she'd be very mad.
No, I would not. No.
So, what are we supposed to pick up for your mother, Bo?
We're gonna pick up groceries from Mama, but we're not like actual food.
Oh,
we're picking
like
up
goat splatter?
What?
That's a very common dish that we cook in the Durathian household. Daenerys never liked it, but Varys loves it. Goat splatter, it's delicious.
Is
No,
it?
we're
So is
getting, like,
splatter a word for something different in Arathia than it is for us?
I
down
believe I
here?
translated it right. It's the place where it holds all of the bad body fluids when
Yep,
they
okay,
escape the
no,
body.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep, you were not kidding.
Yep.
Daenerys has like the 1,000-yard stare. She's like,
Magnus,
Goat
Magnus is
organs are
not
by far the
phased.
best organs of any animal.
All right. No, we're picking up stuff.
I'm a little
bacon and
nauseous.
and veggies, food for us.
Also, didn't she give you something for? She said something about sage.
Yeah, we'll be taking care of that for Lothric whenever, I guess, we sit down for the night.
Oh, all right.
Where are
So you guys spend the next 20 minutes kind of just waiting before about 20 minutes later you watch as a man in a cloak walks in and kind of stands by the bar or by the glass selling case. You don't see his face as he stands there. He kind of just stands there and begins looking around before another 12 or so minutes, two more men come in with cloaks and stand on either end of the room of you, forming this kind of triangle around you. Before a fourth one walks in, and you hear behind you, Urgel got an invitation.
I did.
Right, well, my boy up front will lead you. Don't turn around. For all those that are in here, you're gonna go, you're gonna walk straight. You reach for your weapon, we kill you. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
Right. So, the man in the cloak in front of you kind of begins to walk around the bar and goes past it, and enters the darker room with the two hinge doors kind of swinging as he walks through. What is your order? Who's going first? Who's going last?
I'm gonna say Bo's going first.
Magnus
Okay.
is gonna take the tail on this one, so he's going last.
Gotcha.
I'm also
Oh,
walking
so
with my
that's
hand
right
on my
behind
coin
him.
purse.
Aaron, you said you're going where? Behind Bo?
right behind Aether.
Oh,
Like,
Aether would probably be behind... She doesn't like you, Rue, so probably Bo.
Oh.
Okay, I'll
Damn.
be behind. I'll be right in front of Magnus then. Hang on, I gotta go check if it's snowing out.
Lothric, where are you in this?
Lothric, where are you in this?
Middle. I'm in the middle.
So, where is that?
So it's right. It's behind Daenerys and in front of Rue.
I would say so. That's
Yep.
like
Okay.
one of the middle spots.
So it goes Bo, Aether, Daenerys, Lothric, Rue, Magnus, right?
Yeah.
There's behind Aether.
Daenerys behind Aether, so.
Like a scared child.
Aww.
I just want to know why
Ten.
Magnus is taking the rear when Magnus is tiny as shit. Why don't you let the tall, intimidating person
Because
take
as
the rear
somebody
just
else
in case these fuck
who-
sticks?
Because as somebody else who has stolen things throughout their life, he knows how thieves work. And he knows Lothric is headstrong and is probably gonna try to do something dumb.
Okay.
Also, I want to be in the back, because I want to
I
stare
don't
at all
like
of your
that smile,
asses.
Cole.
The fuck?
Sorry, I
That's
just
fair.
saw the screenshot that Zoe took. I didn't know it was of both of us.
Isn't it
I
really
like
good?
that.
It's great.
Alright, so.
Oh god, it's awful.
The man in front begins to lead you through the doorway, and as you begin to enter, those of you that have dark vision, as the doors kind of open behind you, or open in front of you and then behind you subsequently, he begins leading you down this short hallway that ends at a dead end, and you watch as he stoops down and opens a trap door as he begins to descend the small staircase.
Breathe.
Just follow behind.
Okay.
Alright.
Basements.
It's alright.
Yeah. So, you all follow him into this kind of basement cellar as he lights a torch. The room lights up, and you see a basic storage cellar, you know, crates here and there, barrels here and there, a chest or two. But you do see one large kind of, what looks to be like a half taken apart shelf, before he walks over to it, puts his shoulder up to it, and just moves it out of the way. And behind it, you do see a small, a very thin, almost 3 foot wide door. Oh, cat. Okay.
Can't.
He then reaches behind him and pulls out a bundle of keys from his satchel, and you see there's about 12 keys here of different shapes, makes, and models. My camera stopped working again.
Oh.
Before he takes it and unlocks the door and opens it. For those of you that have dark vision, as he holds the torch, you see a tunnel going for a very long time that ends in darkness.
Ominous tunnel.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Under the basement.
As he enters,
Oh, no.
the rest of you begin to follow. Lothric and Bo, you two have to duck your heads to enter, but as soon as you do, it opens up into a larger headspace. You begin to walk. And for the lot of you, you're walking for a very long time. For those of you... Actually, why don't you all give me a nature check?
A nature
Or survival check.
Oh, John, do I
Nature
do
check.
better?
Finally.
Oh, okay. We'll do this. I got a 17.
How is that higher? 10. No, 11. Sorry.
16.
What'd you get, Lothric?
Natural one.
I got a 24.
Oh my fucking god.
Holy fuck!
Alright, so for those of you that got above a 15, you all gauge that you're walking for... Oh my fucking god! Why?
Camera troubles.
My,
Oh my God.
camera keeps
Troubles.
becoming fuzzy. Anyway, you all gauge that you're walking for about 1.5 miles before you hit a turn, and for the next 20 minutes you're walking for another mile before eventually you come to another door. As you begin to walk through these tunnels, though, you do see that they shoot off in many, many different directions. Not sewers, but something very similar, because you still hear the sounds of the city overhead. This probably goes under people's houses, those kinds of things, right alongside sewers. This is a very well-maintained tunnel system. There's not a lot of them, but you could get lost in here if you didn't know what you were doing. Eventually, though, The door opens in front of you into another dark cellar. This one's much bigger, much more room in this area. It's probably twice as big as the shops. As he walks in, he lights a couple torches and hands them out to the other three that are escorting you. And he turns around and he says, "All right, I'm gonna need you to take all your weapons and put them in that crate over there."
Oh, doing what? What do we have to do? Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Okay,
Gonna Take off the weapons.
we'll get them back, right?
You'll get them back at the end of the meeting. The guy that announced to you all says behind you.
How can we be sure if that our stuff doesn't get stolen? You know, it is,
Y'all
Thorn.
Y'all.
It is Thorntown.
Yes, I have very valuable weapons, and I'd rather not let them go. Well, it's either you put them down, or we have to kill you.
I'd take off my greatsword. I'd take out my dagger.
Okay, yeah, I'll take off
Put it
every
inside
weapon
of-
that I own and put them in the crate.
Now, I can personally guarantee you that I'll keep a real good eye on them, as he kind of shoves the crate over to you. Does anybody want to try and keep a weapon on them?
I mean,
No.
they wouldn't necessarily know that the pistol is a weapon, would they?
God, what is up with this fucking camera? Yeah, fuck it.
Listen,
I'm just gonna be fuzzy. I gotta be fuzzy for the rest of the session. Sorry, guys. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. Alright, so. I asked, did anybody want to try and keep a weapon on them?
Yeah, but
No.
would they know that the pistol is a weapon?
Alice,
Right.
please,
They
no.
would not.
Keep me, just in case.
Okay, alright. Anybody else? Lothric, Magnus?
Magnus.
I mean, Aether's going to.
Magnus is gonna take off his rapier and his dagger, but he's not gonna take any of the things that he has in his bag of holding out.
We'd be here for hours if you did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would be.
Wow, Aether, you are horrible. So you watch as Aether, like, begins to mime putting her javelin in, and Daenerys, you saying this, you kind of, like, give her a nudge as she's like, all right, fine, and she puts it in. She rolled a natural 1 and a natural 2.
You see
Atta girl.
Daenerys like drop like 10 daggers into the bucket.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had those.
And Lothric, are you giving up your weapons? Okay, there you go.
I'm gonna have Lothric put all of his weapons and put his sword very top.
Okay. That's a great fucking idea, actually.
What?
Oh,
Hell yes. Magnus is just like, he's smiling, he's nodding. He knows
Lothric,
what
you gained
Lothric is
inspiration.
doing.
I really like that.
I already have inspiration. Ah.
Minute. Hold on.
So, oh, for fuck's sake!
It's done.
No, I want to hear the screams of the
I
damned.
don't. I don't. I don't know what it is, but the sound of that makes me so uncomfortable.
What kind of tea do you think he's making? I think
Earl
it's like a
Grey.
Earl Grey.
No,
It's-
don't.
Yeah.
Piss
Stop.
tea. It's
It's-
piss
I think
flavored.
it's green
What's
tea.
wrong with you, Aaron?
It's hot water. Cole's just drinking hot water. It's not tea, it's
Oh.
just the
It's-
facade.
yeah, there's no tea back.
He burned his
He just
foot!
poured it on his
Cole,
foot. Are you okay?
His foot was-
Cole
Oh,
doesn't
that
drink
could
tea.
not
Cole
feel
drinks
funny.
hot water. Just because.
Alice, why did you have to
I
make
bet
him
he's-
laugh? He put
Cole's
hot
the
tea
kind
on
of-
his foot.
Cole's
I
the kind
feel
of guy
so
that would be
bad.
like,
when I want to be tired, I drink hot water to make myself feel sleepy. He's that kind of guy.
That does sound like something I would do. You're all wrong though. It's black tea.
Ah, Earl Grey
That's
is
not
technically a
based.
black tea. Earl Grey is technically
It's a
a black
gray
tea.
tea.
No, it's
No.
not. It's a black tea.
It's a gray tea. It's in the name.
Okay.
It's in the game.
EA.
Sports.
All right.
Get.
So, you place your sword on top, and there's a very clear, right, let's get this moving. As the man in front begins to head towards the middle of the room, you watch as he reaches up, grabs a small rope dangling from the top, and pulls it down, and a ladder kind of comes down. And as the trapdoor opens above him, you begin to hear a lot more commotion in the room above you. Give me just a moment.
Giving you just.
Oh my god!
Hot.
Do I have-
Yeah, and whenever I do that, it's disgusting.
B-Man.
I think it's just because I'm hotter than you, Austin.
Ah!
Did he just like, I thought you
No.
just-
Get wrecked! No, I'm just
Sorry.
joking.
Ah!
Burned!
So, as you all begin to ascend into the upper reaches of this room, you all see the same thing as the four encompassing you. People with literal cloaks and daggers gathered around in a small room. Some gathered at tables drinking. One, you see, there's a few characters that aren't wearing cloaks, though. One of them looks to be a short, fat man in his early 30s. He's counting money at a table as one of the guys in cloaks kind of puts a coin purse on there, and he says, "All right, what'd you pull this time?" And moving on, you see what looks to be a very shy-looking half-elf who is currently wiping down a couple tables as he's getting yelled at by some of the people in cloaks to kind of do some other chores. As they all kind of like see you, a few of them cast a glance, a few of them stare at you, Bo, before they all kind of go back about their business, and you begin walking through the building. The building itself looks to be a massive warehouse. Looking around, this place is really large. It reminds you of the estates in Cobalt, the ones that were built out of warehouses to be massive mansions. This place is huge. Unlike the ones in Cobalt, there's no walls or doors. It's just a large area for a meeting of people. It looks like this building has been long abandoned. There are many windows that have been shattered or have things thrown through them. The roof is in a slight state of disrepair, although it's been patched up here and there. The walls and the floor look to have been neatly cleaned, but still made of old materials. Bo, this is the Thieves Guild where you would get paid after grabbing some things. And of course, there were some costs pulled out of what you get, but most of what you brought back was on the upside of the downside. As you were walked through, you get to the end of the warehouse where you see one man who isn't wearing a cloak. He's wearing full plate mail like you, Lothric. He has his arms crossed, and he looks at all of you and he says, "You got an invite?"
I hold up the. Well, I guess what's left of the invitation?
The cut piece of paper, yeah. He says, "All right. Before you go in, I should let you know. Not a word of this interaction goes out to the rest. No one knows what you do in here. No one sees you entering here. Is that understood?" And you watch as he reaches behind him and grabs something, and then you hear a soft in his pocket. And I believe, if you'll give me just a second. Sorry. I would like all of you to roll a charisma saving throw, please.
that's
Hey,
not
everybody
good.
gets to add +2 to that because you all are within 10 feet of me.
Baby! I fucking love being a bard.
God.
I love being a bard. +2, you said?
Yep, +2. Aether will roll as well.
Oh my god.
What just happened? My PC just ate shit.
We're just rolling a charisma saving throw.
Mm.
Do I need to roll?
Yes, please, everybody.
Roll a
Where did you
charisma?
go? Where did you go out? Yes, Rue.
Oh no, not
Please
the
don't be on your
charisma.
phone.
Sorry, I was checking the weather.
Shame.
You can
Everybody-
see the weather. Look out your fucking
Everybody
window.
shame Rue.
No,
Shame.
I was
Shame.
Shun the non-believer.
Shun.
Shun.
Oh no, I didn't roll well at all. That's an 8.
Did you add 2?
10.
No, 10. Still not good.
I rolled a 5 counting Lothric's bonus.
Oh,
Oh,
buddy. Was that a
That's
nat
funny.
1?
No.
Lothric, what'd you get?
So I rolled, and then I got +2 to 26 because I got a +8 to charisma saving throws.
Okay. So... Sorry, could you give me that number again, Lothric? I literally forgot it immediately.
It was 26 in total.
Okay, Magnus, what'd you get?
30.
Alright. Oh my god.
I rolled a
Um,
nat 20, and then with Lothric's +2, it took me up to 30.
Jesus Christ. So, Magnus, you super succeeded, I guess.
Oh my god.
Um,
That's the only good
for
roll
those
I'll
of you
have
that
for
failed, that would be Rue, Bo, and Aether, and 2 of the guards. You are now compelled to tell the truth, as all of you know that you are currently being affected by a spell that makes you tell the truth.
Oh,
Fuck.
it's fucking
Okay.
garbage.
So he
Oh
says-
shit! I was about to cast that spell anyway.
Hey, yeah, so yeah, he
yeah.
does that.
I was gonna cast Sword of Truth on the man himself anyway.
He says, "Is that understood?"
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So you watch as he opens the door for you and ushers you in.
Walk in. We all walk. I walk in.
I, Bo Ironbelt, walk in. All right.
Iron Bale.
So
Take 2 steps and I walk in.
Slide to the left.
you enter a chamber, and give me just a second.
I'm afraid.
You should be.
We're
If
going
they
to
ask
do...
the right question, fucked.
Just don't say anything.
The truth spell, bro.
They're here for us, not for... Or they're here for Bo, not for us.
Yeah, you guys probably shouldn't talk that fast.
You enter the room, and in front of you lies a small antechamber to the warehouse. It's not big, it's not grandiose like the palace or anywhere else you've been. Not even the Ern Faisuk, where it's just one large government building. This is a room. Sitting across from you, kind of at a 45-degree angle at a table with a few others, is a man who has a long black beard. His hair rolls down to about his mid-neck, and he's currently wearing just kind of like you, Magnus, an undershirt with nice kind of pants. The other two across from him look to be rather battle-scarred people who have seen a lot of action. Bo, you recognize these two. Although they are nameless in your origin, they're known as the 2 top thieves that bring in the most money. And as you begin to piece it together, these 2 are the ones that would always present themselves so as to kill the idea of there being a king of thieves. Looking around, this room is really barren. It's wooden floors with stone walls, although this one seems to have been recently built. You hear a brief, from the man that let you in, you hear, sir, this is the, people that you invited personally. I'm gonna see myself out now. And you hear him, alright. And as he steps out, Bo, you look at the man's face, and in front of you, it takes you a minute before you realize, past the beard and the long hair, that standing in front of you is your friend from childhood, Greaves. As the king of thieves, he stands before you. Are we to meet a king today?
Aether.
Oh, sorry. Well, you can all relax a bit. I'm not exactly royalty. Grieve steps forward. You two can see yourselves out. Oh, yes, of course. As they both kind of walk around you in a wide arc, and the four others, he kind of nods at, and they also leave the room, leaving just you six and him alone. So, matrons. That's impressive.
I see, the word's got out.
Nothing escapes these
Nice
ears.
seeing you again, Greaves.
It's good seeing you too, Bo. How's the life outside treating you?
Could be better, it could be worse.
You got a lot of friends here. Excuse me, my name's Greaves. And Aether immediately does a deep bow. Oh, Queen Aether Durathian of the Floating Isles. Oh. Wow. Don't tell that to anyone here. They'll try to take something from you, I'm sure.
So, that's the reason you called me here, Greaves. Almost here.
Well, I mean, apart from, catching up with an old friend, you're always about business all the time. I have an issue. And while y'all are here, I figured you might be able to help me.
Alright. What you want?
Well, if y'all are up to it, there's a bit of a thorn in my side. Syndicate, they call themselves. Something about ebony or something.
God damn it.
And they're, I wouldn't say upstart. They seem to have roots almost everywhere. Just, they've been crawling out of the woodwork, and they're starting to take, I wouldn't call it business. They're starting to kill business. And I mean that literally.
Killing off old family members.
Yeah. That being said, there's another issue. I've seemed to have made myself a bit of an enemy of them. And it's alright if you don't want to step into that pile. But they've taken something very, very precious to me.
What's that?
I'll fill you in if you agree. Alex, the fuck?
Sorry, I think I just like
An insight check.
connected a whole bunch of shit together.
Did you? Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm gonna roll an insight check.
Roll an insight check.
23.
Hey, Cole. Oh, never mind.
Yo, go ahead.
I was gonna ask if I can use one of those charges without holding the sword.
No, you have to be holding the sword.
Fuck.
Sorry, let me do that. Fuck!
It's very pronounced F.
This is very, very angry.
Yeah. It's funny.
You can tell. Actually, he's gonna roll something. Oh my god! What's his plus? Okay. He's being sincere. That's about all you can glean from him. Greaves, over the time you haven't seen him, you can tell he's become really steeled with his words.
Bruce, you know how I did things in the past. I didn't do nothing until you gave me details.
Bo, if I may interject, we have a lot on our plate already. I don't think it'd be wise for us.
Well, I can make it worth your while if that's what you're looking for. Believe me.
Keep talking.
As you know, the Thieves Guild here has been, in the past, in disarray. And there has been little to no communication with any of the other Thieves Guilds in any of the other major statedoms. Over the past, I'd say, 6 years, my mentor managed to get us all together. I'm now not just the king of the thieves in Yawthorn. I'm the king of the thieves in Lenarol.
Whoa.
If you're looking for money, give me an amount.
I don't really think we're looking for money. It's not that that's the issue. It's just
No,
we do have.
it's the Akala, right?
How do you know about that?
Like I said, we managed to unite all of the channels of the thieves. You'd be surprised what a little money can do in the palms of a couple of mail traders.
Oh, you've been dealing with the Griffmores.
Griffmores are as money hungry as anyone else. We've been handing it out, we've been pulling in more, but now with the syndicate about, we're looking at a downfall of Yawthorn and its people.
Okay.
I mean, hell, if it's not money, I can give you... This is such a massive deal to me. Hell, I bet I could steal the underpants off the Empire himself if you do this.
Is that something we want? Stop laughing. Is that something you don't want? That? Why would you want some guy's underpants?
It's
Speaking of which, Magnus.
damn it!
He knows people.
God.
Oh,
I
no.
was
Fucking
waiting
damn it.
for that. I was waiting for that.
Speaking of which, Magnus. I want to apologize. I grew up in a very similar situation as you, and I know how it is. And I think what you're doing, the path you're taking, is the right one.
I'm gonna wave Bo over to me.
I lean over.
Bo, you might actually want to consider this. There's something more to the syndicate, Embody Syndicate, whatever. I personally wouldn't mind a stab back at them. If he's being true to his word,
He is.
we could either use this money to help us out with the Akala and getting more politicals on our side. Or
I don't know if I want to use it for money.
it's just an idea. It's not a set.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could put in for a favor, because something big is coming, and we could use something like this on our side.
Because I would like two things,
Name them.
personally. One, you help us with our case of the Akala. Your influence, I mean.
All right.
Second thing. That damn charm. Gotta be.
You have to be honest,
you-
or you got to work around it.
I want you to help me find my child.
Give me just a second.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Oh fuck!
All right.
So I'm sorry.
He
Out
knows.
of character. I'm fucking confused. We were just talking about we just want him to turn in a favor, and Bo says a different thing.
I said two things. I said I wanted
No,
two
he
things.
wants help with his kid and also
And also a favor. Oh, okay.
a favor. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, misunderstood.
You're good.
Like, excuse me.
Right. Well. I can do that.
Okay.
Now I have to have it in accordance with all your pals, of course. Are y'all okay with this? I do have a question. You see, I was told not to touch anything. And while I have not touched anything, I was wondering if... You see, Daenerys and I are not really meant to be doing this sort of thing. We are... Pardon my words, but it's rather beneath us. If we're to stoop so low, I believe we need something else to up the ante, if you will. Don't you agree, Daenerys?
Daenerys is staring blankly.
Daenerys is brooding in the corner. Sharp feathers a puff.
Just
She
being
does
a
not want to be
moody
here.
Fucking teenager.
Gives a glance to Bo. Looks back at the king.
You can trust this one. If you can trust me, you can trust him.
My answer aligns with my mother. Whatever she speaks is my word.
We can't hear you, Aaron.
Speak up!
My answer is in accordance with my mother. Whatever she speaks is my word. There's nothing more.
Well, very well, what do you need? Or want, I suppose. Oh, well, there's a few things. The first being... Well, can I give you a note? Says, "Oh, okay." So she walks over and gives him a piece of paper. And also, if you have any access to ailments, potions, So you mute your mic.
Crazy.
That would be rather helpful. You know, potions of healing, that sort of thing. If we're going to be helping you, I can only suggest that you supply us with things and also keep us supplied for the short term in the future. I can do that. So he reads the note and he says, strange request, but alright. And he puts it in his pocket. Very well. So he walks over to you, Bo, and he sticks out his hand.
I kneel, and I shake his hand.
That was a bit weird, but alright. And he kind of helps and pulls you up.
Sorry, I did not. How tall is
okay.
he? That's my question. I don't know.
He's basically the same height as you. He's a human.
He's the same. I thought he was a dwarf. Okay.
No, Greaves is a human.
Okay, never mind. I don't kneel. I shake his hand.
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
sorry.
Yes, Alice!
I was checking to see if I had it still. Can I, when he read the message, can I cast mind reading?
What?
Uh-oh.
It's one of my magic thingies that I can do
sorry?
in the morning. It's one of my magic thingies that I can do in the mornings, where I do
With your-
when I get
with
a
your boner?
divination. No, well, yeah, with my skelly boy. I can do divination. I can pick a divination spell for the day, and that's what I have. Can I use it?
How do you do that? I don't know how you do that. What do you mean?
It's the fucking. I have to pull it back up. I closed it like a stupid.
Is it
idiot.
the thing that you do for the hour where you have 5 other people?
Yeah.
So that wears off after a day, I believe. No.
It.
It wears off until you do it again? I can't remember. Hang on, let me take a look.
Are you talking about my bar table?
No, your spirit session.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when was the last time you did the spirit session?
It would have been this morning.
Because it... I don't know if I should allow it because you didn't say it.
It's up to you. I will say though, Magnus would keep it like this would be a part of his morning rituals. Since he learned
With 4
how
other
to do
willing
it.
participants?
Yeah, with 4 other willing participants, like over breakfast or something, this is what Magnus is doing while he's eating.
You'll pray over your breakfast. Yeah, okay, but from here on out, if you want to use this, you have to tell me, okay?
Okay.
Just because it's a really advanced thing to do, and I can't just assume that you want to do that every time.
Okay, I got you.
Alright, so until your next long rest, you can do that. Yeah, you can use your spell.
I would like to do that whenever he reads the note.
Okay, my tea is so fucking bland. I am literally just drinking hot water.
Oh my god, dude, I fucking was
Damn
joking.
it.
Are you
did say
doing
that that was
detect
something you would
thoughts?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so let me look into that. We're gonna take a 10-minute break.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
It's okay, don't worry. Alright, so...
I love corn.
That was
Excuse me?
Oh,
unnecessary.
yeah, Transformers.
Robots in your
I'm gonna-
ass.
Optimum Prime.
God damn it.
Guys, stop being funny, shut up.
Guys, stop.
Okay.
You're ruining my
guys
float
skin.
down here.
Stop! You're making me...
Okay.
You're gonna make me pee!
Thief
Wait.
No.
So,
Guys.
welcome back. You all currently stand, Daenerys, even with your mother, inside a small room akin to a large warehouse in the Thieves Guild. In front of you stands Greaves, a man who has proclaimed himself as the king of all thieves, and has shown you he's basically the king of all thieves. He's going to make a few more rolls really quick as we go into him discussing the details, as you all agree to help him out. That is correct, right? You all agree?
Yeah.
I agreed.
Yes, Magnus, do you have a question?
What about my mind reading?
Oh, right.
That's why we went
So-
on break.
That's right. I forgot. I'm sorry. Thank you. I even had a note that says, "Don't forget that," and I'm a moron. So, so you're gonna go for him?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you doing surface level, or do you want to try to go deeper into its mind?
I just want to do surface level for now, just to like get
Okay.
a little dibble dabble.
So as he's reading, he's like, "That's a weird request. Whatever. It shouldn't be too hard to pull off. I mean, we got plenty of those lying around. I hope they say yes."
Okay. I'll keep it at surface level for the minute until I say otherwise.
Okay, whatever you want to, just let me know. So he shakes your hand, Bo. Do you all agree to help him out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daenerys, Lothric.
A nod will do.
Eris doesn't verbally agree. He just stands behind Aether.
But Dad, this goes against
Lothric.
my views.
It doesn't, because you're getting back at the Syndicate, and your path is Path of Vengeance, right?
Mm,
And they did kill Magnus.
And they did kill you, so
yeah, you're correct, Mundo, amigo.
I am an amigo.
We'll work on the pronunciation.
Yes,
together.
amigo. Piss
Hmm.
man.
Pissman is also an amigo.
No!
Oh, no.
Anyway,
Call Mad Dog!
Lothric
Aether.
gives a nod, like a
Okay.
stern nod.
Aether says, of course, I agree. And so Greaves, you watch as his shoulders that were tense kind of relax, and he goes, "Oh, thank God." Sorry. He says, "Thank the gods."
Nice save, nice save.
So, for the details, I'm gonna be honest. The only reason I didn't tell you them is because I thought you would decline as soon as I said. I think the Syndicate are working with the Ember Heights.
Well, shit.
way to railroad us into your fucking dungeon, bud.
It's not a railroad. You don't have to go in. It's
That's
just
fair,
how it's working.
but
I'm
like
sorry.
that's bait on a stick right there.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I did write the story to be this way, so.
Continue.
Now, I can't prove it, and honestly, if you want to back out now, I understand. But I've heard through my little grapevine here that a lot of people have been seen going through their new tower.
If they were working with the Ember Heights, do we think this could potentially tear them down?
Well,
Or at least weaken them?
the Syndicate isn't really public knowledge as of yet. However, if we were to reveal it, begin to reveal all the things that they've done, public unrest for the Ember Hives would certainly shoot through the roof. And if I know my history, they might even be stricken down from the table again.
I'd be happy with that.
So what do you want us to?
Well, I'm not asking you to gather evidence. In fact, the only thing I want is for you to go and grab the thing they took.
Okay, and what did they take?
You'll have to forgive me, but I can't tell you that. What I can tell you is that
That was worse.
Is my detect thought still up?
yes, it is.
Magnus, the fucking MVP! What the fuck is it?
Hello, Magnus.
Hello! Sorry! I'm really excited that something I planned out happened! Like so.
So as he says, I can't tell you that, you do get these hints of, you hear this voice, this kind of panicked voice in your head of like, I can't let them know. I can't let them know about her. I can't let them know. I can't let them know.
Fuck. Oh, fuck it. We're gonna delve.
You're gonna delve?
We're
Okay.
gonna delve. We're gonna take that fucking plunge.
What's your DC for spell saves?
Oh, shit. 16. I'm gonna use... with my luck rolls, I can use... with my lucky roll, I can use it against a spell save, can't I?
You can to make them re-roll it, but they have to keep the next roll.
What was your roll?
I can't tell you that.
Fuck. Oh, before the outcome...
You have to choose it before the outcome is determined. So you can do it, but it might be worse for you or better.
Yeah, I'll keep it. I won't do that.
Okay. He fails.
Cool.
And you begin to dig deeper into his mind. And you begin to see images of a little girl, a toddler, with black hair, and she's kind of wearing this little dress. But other than that, that's about all you get.
Okay.
We're gonna go
ahead and
back.
back out then.
Well, Alice,
Hello.
as you back out, you watch as he kind of goes, "Oh, the hell? In my head?"
What?
He says, "Are you in my head?" To Magnus.
Not sure what you're talking about. You're right.
Roll a deception check for me.
Oh. 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 Oh.
I love... 24.
24. He's gonna roll. So you watch as he looks at you, Magnus, as you push your way into his mind and then back out. And almost this darkness kind of comes across his eyes. And you watch as his previously calm demeanor becomes much more shallow and unforgiving. And he's going to roll something else really quick. Or I'm going to roll for him. Okay. He doesn't say anything. He just looks at you, Magnus, before he says...
I'm holding his stare.
Okay. He says to the rest of you, he says, the thing you're looking for has a stone on it. It's bright blue. Can't miss it.
And you need this stone? Do you want the stone itself, or?
No.
Well, preferably, I would like the stone is attached to.
Oh,
Which is?
rat.
Can't tell you that. Sorry.
This'll take a considerable amount of time, and it's very dangerous. And with the business that we're on, it'd be kind of stupid for us.
Well, like I said, those are the details. At the very least, you already agreed. Dude, if you back out, you don't get nothing. And you'd be breaking an agreement. Was that your dog, kid?
No, that was my grandma doing baby talk to the dog.
Oh, gotcha.
Dude, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. Well, you gave me details. It's only fair if I do the same. Well, did he ever meet Darcy?
No, he wouldn't.
Before-
This was he. Yeah, this would have been before that.
Okay.
Can I do something?
Yes, Daenerys. What would you like to do, Daenerys? Oh, Daenerys, please. What would you like to do?
Daenerys, I want to know what you would like to do.
Nurse is going to turn to Aether and speak in Aarakocra.
Okay.
What were the requests you made?
Health
Give me
potions
just a
and
second.
more anti
And something else.
and health potions after.
Basically, tools to do, and then tools for afterwards. Does anyone else here speak Aarakocra? Gotcha.
I thought Magnus spoke a little bit.
I spoke. It's 'cause
Magnus
it's-
learned it and then forgot it.
Yeah, it's too far from Draconic.
Alright. This is a Whispers Heavy's game.
Oh, man.
I was right.
I'm unhappy with this.
I was right.
You're right about what?
I'm
Alice,
right
what
about
do you know?
everything. I'm God. I'm right about everything.
Well, God, please enlighten me.
Oh God, please.
Don't
and I-
feed into the complex,
Yes!
Zoe. It
Feed
makes
into the
it
complex.
worse.
I am your God. Kate, you're frozen.
We are all but God's bitch. And
I will. There's gonna be a nice little roleplay moment.
between.
Everyone, but like a nice little roleplay moment.
Oh no. Okay. Well, now we've made a fucking agreement with the fucking Thieves Guild, so now we can't back out of it, so, like, this is fucked.
I love being sunshine boy with like scary mystical powers and just the utter like determination to piss people off.
That's gonna get your ass and our asses killed.
Good.
these days.
Not really.
No, not good.
But okay, so think about it this way. If the Emberhides are working with the Syndicate, and the Syndicate is inside the Emberhide Tower, and what else is inside the Syndicate Tower, supposedly?
The child. The daughter.
No, not like that. Not the child.
No, not the
Bo's
child, but like,
child.
yeah,
Bo.
she specified that.
Yeah.
Bo's child. Yeah.
But also, Cade, your vision, where did it say your kid was again?
Underground.
And the Syndicate is made of what?
Syndicate is made of what? You cut out.
The Syndicate is made of what?
Oh.
Okay, never mind. We'll talk. I'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Get it, Zoe. 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 Get it, Zoe.
I got it.
Yes! Did anybody
I held that
get
one for
Aaron's
you. You're
too?
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Oh, sweet merciful God.
I got all of ours, including my panic.
All right, so
God, why is my head shaped so much like a fucking oval?
I don't know.
they have a
you're
brief
squares.
conversation in Aarakocra.
Okay.
Bo, you were saying something about details?
Give me some details, I'll give you some. Here's what I'm looking for. I want you to put in, at the very least, a good word for Oslow's case.
Oslow's case.
He knows about the Akala, but he doesn't know about the King of Livlicker?
No, he knows about the king. He just doesn't know what the case you're talking about is.
I want you to give the King of Livlicker's case a good word.
I can try, but I'm not exactly in with the table here.
From king to king, I trust that you will figure it out.
I'll do my damnedest.
Thank you. Details on the second thing. It's a little girl. Brown hair. Dark brown eyes. Cute as a flower. Looks a little bit like me. Like I said, I'm sure you will figure it out.
Yeah, I'll be right on that, Bo.
Thank you.
Is there any more requests? I mean, if you're serious about doing that.
So it just looks at everyone.
Really quick, Austin, I want to see your handsome face. Where are you, buddy?
Then he saunters away.
I saunter down to breakfast thinking all is right with the world, and I get, son, we need to talk.
Oh my God! Stop.
He had his chance.
He did have his chance, and he lost it.
I have
Oh.
a single request.
Oh, his little pumpkin.
And as do
Austin, where's your fucking camera?
You had your chance!
And now it's here again. Please continue.
I would like to request that I can communicate in accordance to my homeland without worry of Rift Moors spreading my information. Is that something I can do?
I can do more than that. How about, and just because you're royalty and I understand where you're coming from, and I understand that you're probably very uncomfortable with this just by the general gauge of how you're acting.
Yes.
If you do this, I will make sure that no word of any transpondence that you write to your homeland gets out to anyone, and that includes the Emperor.
And that includes Oslo.
Oslo as well.
Thank you. And she reclutes back behind Aether.
Very well. Rue, your name is, right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I must say, from what I've heard, you're a bit on the stronger side. Is there anything that you in particular want or need?
It's a very simple request, but how I always seem to need diamonds in for the possible case that one of our members gets seriously injured. How possible would that be that you could get me a surplus of those?
Well, it won't be too difficult, I suppose. I'm a bit confused. How do you use diamonds to patch people up?
It's a spell that I can use. It's only for, like, the most serious injuries, really. I've only had to do it once, but as we're getting into more dangerous situations, especially with us potentially, meeting up with the Emperor, my worries and my anxieties are high, so...
You're meeting with the Emperor?
Man!
The Emperor doesn't attend.
I don't know. Maybe...
You're not.
I don't know, man. Maybe.
I mean, as far as I know, you shouldn't be.
I shouldn't be. I don't know.
The Emperor doesn't.
No, you're going to the Akala. The
We're going to
Emperor...
the Akala.
Yeah, Magnus, please.
Okay.
The Emperor doesn't attend
Okay.
Akalos.
Oh, well, there'll still be a lot of powerful people up.
Yeah,
Still.
I don't know if I can get you, the amount you're looking for before you do what I'm asking for, but I can try to put something together.
Anything would be appreciated.
Alright. And what about you, big man? Silent as I've heard.
Well, I'm pretty sure that since you have eyes and ears everywhere, you heard about what happened between my friend and this syndicate. Is that correct?
I heard that they attacked y'all. That's about it.
Well, if things get serious, which they might, with them, if you give me a shot at those syndicate bastards, then I agree.
Absolutely.
Because I'm gonna make every single one of them pay for what they did. And I'm gonna be the only one standing after.
That is hardcore.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
No, don't flip me off. That was funny.
Go ahead. I was asking if there was anything you wanted in return, but if that's all you want, sure. I'm good with that.
That's all I need.
All right. Well, now that the quid has proed and quoed, where do you all want to begin?
Sorry, did he say where y'all want to be heading?
Begin.
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 Bo, where would you think would be best?
For the deal that he wants. Map of the tower if you have it.
I can get that.
Yeah.
Do you have any clue where they might be keeping your item?
Unfortunately, I don't. But I can give you the letters and messages we've, let's say, come across. By them, through them, for them. That might have some kind of hint. Map of the tower is easy. I can give you those. I can give you the key to the damn city if you need. And if you're willing, Bo, I know you have some strange history with the inner sanctum with Centrum. But if y'all be willing to go to the Emberhide estate, oh no. Sorry. I just realized Santa was in a wheelchair.
He was in a wheelchair!
Oh.
What?
That.
What?
Look, wasn't going too far.
Santa got run over by a
Like Santa in a
reindeer.
wheelchair.
Ho ho ho, motherfuckers! I'm in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Husband has a butter.
Oh.
If y'all be willing to go to Sandrum, to the Emberhide estate, you don't have to sneak around. You have a good reason to be there and to talk to them. Maybe look around. Ask questions. Get to know them. See if they really are working with the Syndicate. Before you go storming their tower. That's just a suggestion. Now, you said you're under a lot of pressure and time, so... if you need to, maybe just go straight to the tower. Straight to the tower, swords drawn. If... either way, the moment that you confirm that they're working with the Syndicate, I will make it the first priority to make it public.
I do have one question, if you don't mind.
That's
It's a
alright,
little
go ahead, you don't
far-fetched.
talk much, so...
It's a little far-fetched, but if we do have to go in swords drawn, do you have a way of drawing some of them away? So we have less to deal with? Like create a diversion somewhere.
Bo, we're not burning
I'll
down
see
a
what I can
fucking
do.
building.
No, I would love to burn down a building. There's some abandoned ones around there that we can definitely target.
And now y'all know where I got that from.
Hey, we make a good team when we burn down buildings, I'm sorry. It's just how it is.
Fire jet off super bad.
Oh no, this is the man who taught me how to make a fire a diversion with that.
That makes sense, actually.
So I could make a case to visit the Ember Heights.
I think it would be
Very well, and you know what? That might be even better for you, just because... Actually, very well, and that might even be even
Oh.
better for you, considering how uncomfortable you are.
Rue's mom is practicing her parroting.
Rue's mom?
No,
Rue's
Tanaris'
mom?
mom. Rue's mom is dead.
Rue's mom?
Rue's mom is
Rue's mom?
practicing
Rue's
being
mom's
dead.
dead.
My
Tanaris'
mom.
My mom. Tanaris' mom is practicing her parroting.
Hey, man.
My mom.
Gave Rue some false hope. My mom? You know my mom? She's alive? Oh.
No.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. I got a screenshot. All right, I'm good. We're good. I'm good. Sorry.
Oh my
It doesn't matter. Shut up. We're playing D&D now.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm pumped.
Right.
All right. Really quick.
One
hang on.
day. That's the reaction you get.
Cade, I get your face. Leave. Join.
Leave and join, your camera's fuck.
Okay, please.
This is why your neighbors have sex really loud at 11 p.m.
Don't say that on stream, Zoe. They might be watching.
What if they're mad about
Alright,
it?
babe, we gotta
It
go
didn't-
louder. They're on to us.
It didn't fix it, Cade. It's fine. Where were we? I forgot.
Turn your camera back on, Cole.
Oh, right. Oh yeah, sorry. Tanaris, that might work better for you, considering how uncomfortable you are with the idea. In fact, I could head out with you. We could make a very strong case together.
Right.
Although, it might be better if I don't go. Just because the long-forgotten queen of Arathi showing up doesn't really look good. If they know that you're the princess.
I don't mind going on my own. Do you know of any of our ambassadors? Do we have anyone here in Rathia? I don't imagine
Ambassadors?
so.
No. As far as I know, you're the first out of Arathia since I left. Oh, apart from that one. I don't remember his name, though.
Electi.
Electi! Yes, that's him. How did you know about him? Have you met him?
I know him through Magnus, basically.
You fuck.
Oh, Magnus, you know Electi?
A while ago, yeah.
Well, do you know anything about our connections with the Emberhides? Is there anything at all? I'm not sure.
Who are you asking?
Uh,
Magnus, Aether, or the King?
Anyone that's in the room. The question is open.
To the Emberhides, I don't think we have any connection, unless Electi has made one in the past. If memory serves, Electi has made a connection in the past, but I don't know what that connection was. It was maybe a year or so ago.
The
Maybe
king
two.
knows Electi?
And Tanaris turns to Magnus. Know anything?
I don't fuck with the Amber Hides. I don't like Fire Genasi, remember?
Well, of course.
I steer clear of them for reasons.
Make me a bit nervous, but maybe it will work out.
I'm sure it will. Do you want me to go along with you?
No, it'll be fine.
All right, very well.
I can even ask Varus if we know anyone here.
That would be helpful. Would you mind if I talk to him?
I want to talk to Varus.
Well, I haven't spoken to my son in a while. Yes.
I mean, sure.
Oh, he's gonna be
Yeah.
pissed.
And she shifts through her bag and pulls out the sending stone.
She takes it from you, puts it in her pocket or in her satchel. Right. Well, you go to the Emberhive building. I strongly suggest having at least one other person with you, just to, have the pretty bird distract while they go around and snoop about.
Right.
And
What-
Magnus,
Hmm.
I mean,
I'm very good.
You are rather good at that. And also you have the whole I don't want to say royal treatment, but you understand how to act.
Would you be okay with coming with me, Magnus?
I will suffer in silence for you, Ten.
I'll deem you my guard temporarily.
Thanks.
Did the music stop again? Why did
Yeah,
it
it
keep
did.
stopping?
But we'll have to take some extra precaution. Do you have anything that could help me out with that kind of thing?
What do you mean?
Anything that can keep me invisible for a little bit longer than I can myself?
Shoot, invisibility's a hard one to come by. I'd have to dredge through a couple of files, but I might be able to come up with something.
If not, I can manage. Just would be helpful. Bitch.
I'm just trying to help you out here. Bo has something that can do that.
Yeah, I completely forgot. Bitch.
What? Sorry.
I know you keep watching Aaron do it, but like it throws me off when you do it, Cole.
I know, I wanted to be a part of the club. Anyway.
Yeah, I can do that. It shouldn't be too difficult.
Magnus, how long can your invisibility last?
I can also bring along one of my woodland friends. I can
I could also
make sure that they're in check.
keep them in my pockets.
Mm.
Inflation at the right time.
That could work.
Up
If
to an
I
hour,
mean,
but I can't really do anything while it's up. So.
an hour should be more than enough time just to snoop around. I mean, if any of you have like, I mean, I know y'all are wizards or something, so I know that some wizards can cast like those create animals that they can see through. If you have that opportunity.
Not necessarily.
Do I
But
get
I
to
do
go on a
have
field
my
trip with
cats.
Asa? Can I take one of the new ones? Does one of them go invisible?
Oh, I forgot to do that.
Oh, fuck! I was gonna take that.
I have to write something down.
Can I have more furry friends? Pause. Do I get to take
Hold
a
on,
cat?
I have to write something down. Continue.
That's a lot of excitement. So if you can take one of those cats, I guess, Rue and Lothric, right? Is that how it's like pronounced, like with a Lothric?
It's like a go to rule, yeah.
I mean,
Lothric.
There you go.
you're pretty
Loth-
close, but it's just
Loth-
Lothric.
Yeah,
Lothric.
no. Actually, you have to add a little extra phlegm in.
Oh, do I? It's
Yeah.
Lothric.
Yeah, there you go.
If you're gonna, you gotta add
So
a
we're
little bit at like at the
So we're gonna
end.
introduce Lothric.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Lothric, I'm gonna be honest, you're not exactly the kind of guy we'd hire to sneak around. You're more the kind of guy we'd pay to go and break bones if things didn't go well. So why don't you, Bo, and Rue go and stake out the tower or something to that accord? I mean, you're big, you're scary, nobody's gonna bother you. Maybe the guards, but I can handle that.
Well, aren't the gods, they respect the Empire, correct? They have like rules and whatnot.
They do, but when it falls under the Emberhides and their domain, they're allowed to do whatever they want to people, and that includes even matrons. As long as it's not the king himself, doesn't matter. Like I said, though, with a little money placed here and there, we can get them out of your way.
Alright, well, if that fails, since the Emberhides, they kind of fall underneath the Empire, I have some kind of pull with that.
Very well, that's a good idea.
Okay. Magnus.
Now, oh, sorry, go ahead.
One thing. You remember what my leather does?
I
And
don't
then
want
Yalala
to know
turned
what your
invisible.
leather does. What?
No, the chest plate.
Yeah, his leather makes him invisible. Mhm.
Well, roll a d6.
Yes!
Yeah,
Naked,
boy.
naked, naked,
yeah.
naked. Bone man.
Let's see some
Bone
booty
man.
cheek.
Bone man.
Come on,
Oh
I want
fuck.
to see some bow booty.
Bone man would
Two.
suck. Please not bone man.
2.
2.
You got a 2?
Which
Dos.
one's
Give me
cute?
some
Gold
booty.
bar.
One's dos.
Give me just a
Booty.
second. Give me
Bar.
just a second.
Booty.
Bar.
Oh, okay, sure.
It's fucking bone man.
Russ.
It's
Nothing
fucking
happens
bone
immediately.
man.
Okay.
Damn, I wanted to see some bow cheeks.
Shut your fucking mouth. Oh no,
Or some
I was wrong.
Roman booty.
No, yeah, you do become naked except for your assless chaps. No, I'm right. I was wrong.
Yes.
What in the? What? And then poof,
Covering
it's back.
Daenerys' mom's eyes.
Oh, it got dark. I should go to sleep.
Oh my god.
Oh, it got dark.
She's a hog.
It's funny because they're
I'm sorry,
birds.
it's
He has magical chaps. They're
What?
I can't-
You know what?
I
don't just.
they're
This and the Bone Man bow.
they're a wonderful.
We're moving on.
party trick. This chest plate you were talking about, Bo.
chest plate.
This is gonna make
It
my
helps
clothes
me go
disappear.
invisible. Oh, that's the chaps.
Just
Which I
check
still haven't gotten rid of.
You could too. That's the funny part. Like at any moment.
So, you
Can I-
want the chest piece or
Can
not?
I can well, yeah, can I use magic while I'm invisible with it?
No,
Um,
I'll give you a longer.
They have.
Try.
I should inform you now. They do have anti-divination magic around all of the estates. They also have a constant active calming spell within the inner sanctum. That's why if you see like
Calming.
calming, yeah, calming. That's why if you see like wolves or bears or axe-headed rhinos or basically any creature from around the empire there and they're not attacking each other, that's why.
That's right. You told us
I
about
remember that from my
once.
session 0.
Is there a way that you might know of to deactivate said calming spell?
You would have to pick all the flowers around the main fountain, I believe. But those are...
Heavily guarded.
Yeah,
Heavily guarded.
they're not just heavily guarded, they're the prize of Solili in general. Apart from the Hidden Forge, if you have one of those, you have a claim to some of the land here.
Okay.
They're they're not just a status symbol, they're incredibly powerful flowers.
There goes that plan. So they're actually important.
Very.
Okay.
Yes.
There goes that plan.
So, here.
And Bo, I still don't believe that you picked one, by the way.
You don't have to. You can just accept that I got the better score.
Alright, well, you and the Bone Man can have that one out, I guess.
But I create a fire in an abandoned building that not even we, or you, I should say, work in. As long as we know it's abandoned and there's no squatters.
I can clear it out before.
Set it on fire, create a little bit of a diversion to get the guards out of the way. This ain't a bad plan at all, Greaves.
Well, I'm one half came up with it. The rest of you did too.
And give Magnus, at the very least, the chess piece. Gives him an opportunity to keep his energy for spells.
I can also give you all, right now, probably around 4 potions of greater healing. And probably a few other potions. We have one of gaseous form. So, there's that, in case you need it. Is there anything else y'all can think of?
Do they allow weapons?
Either forgive me if I'm...
Sorry.
Either forgive me
It's like,
if
"Huh?"
I'm... Either forgive me if I'm overstepping here, but... You could also sneak in with Tan.
I could, but I don't think it would look good. Also, what do you mean overstepping? You're not moving.
Being rude unintentionally and crossing emotional boundaries is what I meant. Anyways,
Wow, that was very well articulated, though. Great job.
I stole a lot of dictionaries.
Okay, well, now I'm less impressed.
It's headcanon that Bo might have been illiterate.
Oh no!
I feel like I would be a bit more use if I went to the stakeout with you all.
If you have the same abilities as her and you're able to transform,
Oh, I have the same abilities. I
you
am...
could just sneak in as a mosquito.
I don't think we have the same idea of what a mosquito is.
A small bug.
A small blood drinking parasite.
Oh, they're small out here.
What?
Oh
No.
Sorry.
no!
What do you mean?
Our field trip to
what do you mean
Arecretia
small?
cancelled.
Oh, it's a small offside swamp island, but it's rather disgusting. We don't really
No.
go there very often.
Okay, fine. A small, very, very small bug. Or a
I
mouse.
would be able to
People
do
fit
that.
inside of a pocket.
I don't see why not.
Yes, you could do either of those. Sorry, I'm answering a question posed to me by our bird friend. Not a...
I could do either of those, but I do have other capabilities. Let me take a quick look.
Let me look at my character sheets. Hold on.
Let me look at my character sheet really quickly. Just one moment, I have to look at my
Pulls out
spell
a piece of
list.
paper.
Pulls out scripts. Forgot my lines.
If I have a better idea of what we're looking for, I could also try to locate the object. Or, I could very well... allow you to scale walls, unabated by the fact that it's a wall, or summon fey creatures like my daughter. I could also do other things, greater spells that would take a lot out of me, but I could undergo those.
Okay.
I do have a lot of uses, I believe. I'm quite well versed in, I'm not in pebble magic.
Pebble magic.
Um,
Would the
Greaves,
the
what-
king
what?
would Greaves like give a shit that she's a druid?
Probably not.
She's a druid.
I mean, he's the leader of the Thieves Guild.
Yeah.
You know?
She's uses druidic magic.
Oh. Well, good luck to you. If you get, drawn and quartered for that, I'm so sorry.
Greaves, what would
That's-
you say the will of the people is right now? Sorry.
The will of the people, as in... What, exactly?
What have your ears been hearing with what the people want?
Well, to be quite, straightforward, there's a lot of unrest. People are afraid, really afraid. With the forges dying and creatures popping up and legends coming true, there's a lot more. And now with the new shard nonsense, the economy's starting to topple. People are afraid. Which is why I think that if we reveal this to the public and people start to realize what's really going on here, we can get, I wouldn't say a revolution, but something in our favor.
As he says the word revolution, a figurative spark like gets in Bo's eyes, or like a glow.
Bo's thirst
Okay.
for chaos. His
Bo is actually
French
chaotic
DNA
neutral, sorry.
His French DNA like
Does it smell like
lights on
Molotov
fire.
cocktails in here? Is it me? Does it smell like Molotov?
Revolution.
Les Mis intensifies.
And between you and I, and of course I mean all of you and I, it's not just here, and it's not just Livlicker, it's everywhere. Solili, Livlicker, Vasselheim, and apparently even Sequestria.
With the
Are all-
shards.
What'd you say? Sorry.
With the with the syndicate or the shards.
I don't know if it's all the same thing, but the fact that it's all happening at once, people going missing, new organizations cropping up, it feels like the snow on the hill's about to turn into an avalanche.
You could say that.
The two that were in here earlier are from the two other branches, the one in Vasselheim and Livlicker. They were filling me in on what's going on, what the word is, and it ain't pretty.
Sounds like the Akala might be more in our favor than we thought then.
Yeah, did you all hear that you weren't the only ones to put in for the meeting?
No.
Well, it's strange, but Jorlheim and Vasselheim both put in for the emergency meeting before Liv Liqueur did. And when Liv Liqueur got there, you know how the Empire is with the two Heims.
Mm-hmm.
Once Liv Liqueur got there, they actually considered it. So, that's been set up now.
Would Lothric know who to the Akala at him?
I didn't hear a word you just said, bud.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Would Lothric know who possibly will be showing up to the Akala out of Jorlheim?
Lothric, why don't you roll a history check for me?
Let's
Good
go!
question. Good question. Spooky. Spooky.
Let me...
Okay, what is my modifier? Is -1. He's dumb. Can I use the inspiration?
Yes, you can. You don't even have to ask me to use it. Although I appreciate you asking me to use it.
He's so dumb. Why is he stupid?
He's so stupid.
So
He said that.
Oh,
Lothric, I love you, dude. Please be smart for once in your fucking miserable life.
there ain't a thought
it
behind
worse?
those eyes.
This fucking memory loss shit's fucking me up. I got a 2. I rolled a 4
With
on
advantage?
the last one. Yeah.
Oh, take the higher
Well,
one.
you
'cause it was
take the
with
higher
advantage.
one with advantage.
I know. And then I was like, wait.
Why
can
don't
I
you
use
give me another
inspiration?
roll, buddy? Because you should be able to know this. It's not something that's like hard to conjure up.
Hey, 15.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Yay!
Yeah.
Just because I want you to know
I
this.
got my inspiration for nothing.
So Lothric, growing up in Jorlheim, after of course being taken and sold into the Imperial military, where you were forced to
Slavery.
fight your own brethren,
Mm,
you know that there are 3 clans that are currently in power in Jorlheim, and they have been for a while, since the split of the 2 clans like a couple hundred years ago, or the split of the 2 major clans that led to Vasselheim and Jorlheim. Vasselheim once being Vickelheim, now Vasselheim. The 3 clans in Jorlheim are the ones that are responsible. There's 5 total, but the 3 that you would know off the top of your head are the Ern clan, URHN, the Einarson clan, and the Angerson clan. So I'm going to put those in the Roll20 chat.
But
oh, that one sounded painful.
No, that's fine.
Cole, feel no pain.
Oh, that one hurt.
Strong.
Cole, is the cult that we keep running into the cult of the Thousand-Eyed or the Thousand-Armed?
It's the same thing.
Okay. I figured as much. I just didn't know which one it was, like, officially called.
So, we got our plan, right?
So far?
Are we all ready to move on this?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah, I'm ready to move.
I will give you all a day's time to prepare, get everything together. That way I can get my own affairs in order.
Do you have any kind of sending stones so that we can keep in touch?
No. If you give a note and a piece of gold to a beggar anywhere in the city, it will get to me.
Fair enough.
I was gonna look something up and I forgot because of that. Oh. Very well. In a day's time, we can move. And that's the end of tonight's session.
Woo!
Thank you! Stop that phone
Fucking Rick.
Oh
for
my
Rick and
god.
Morty.
You know, has anybody else
Thank you
had the
for showing
monkeys
up.
that screams? It has like the red lips. Looks like a cigarette
Oh,
bomb,
yeah, I know
but
what you're talking
animal
about.
form.
I got it.
That, but Zoe.
Thank you, stream. Bye, stream.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.